Right. Where's the invite link? Yeah. Oh, see, you already told me how to do it, and I just done it retarded. That's fucking mental. Trying to find a chat for this one. All right, if we go to this. All right, is he in here? All right, Babs. Oh, I'm not that much of a boomer, boys. Honestly, sometimes it takes me a minute, but when I'm in the zone, you know, getting shit done, mate. We're waiting for Lister. That's what's going on as it stands at the minute. We're waiting for Lister. I feel like we should put that music back on. Get in the zone. Right, let's stop calling him a nonce before we've like qualified our claim, eh? You see what I've done with the title? He's on board. He's a pirate. Oh, I couldn't help myself. I just want to jump head first, balls deep, straight into the crux. All right, Nick. All right, there's some claims that have been made. I think we need to unpack them, basically. Oh, we've got someone in the back. What's going on, Mark Lister?
All right, buddy, how you doing?
Well, come on, don't buddy me like that, bruv. We're not really there, are we? Like, you know what I mean? That's a bit like confrontational, isn't it? You know me well enough to know that's confrontational, didn't you?
I don't know.
You're coming in like that. That's what I mean. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you are going to come in like that, are you?
I call everyone buddy. It's just
the pejorative use on everyone.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. What are you doing here, stranger? He can help himself. He loves the cat. Look at the smile on his duffel, mate. He's well happy to be here, mate. This is his favourite place to be.
I destroyed Lister a couple of days ago. You want to see the stream?
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for the link, wasn't I? I thought, fuck me, I can't be waiting for Christmas.
Here it is.
Yeah, of course, my stalker has to turn up to.
Your mic sounds very nice, Lister. Have you got a proper setup?
I've got a snowball mic.
Yeah, it's in the back chat. It is, Jim. Manny just released it about 5 minutes ago.
I love where she just comes in and starts dropping stuff in the back chat. No problem.
It's already there.
Who?
So Lister. Now it's Jim's turn, is it?
So, I to be honest, like, if it was anyone else, I would have already made a video about Jim.
Don't lie, Lister. You've had them clips all cut up of me for fucking ages. The first thing you think slightly edgy or slightly a bit you think could get on, and you've tried running with it. You're a bit demented. I would have waited until I slipped up before trying to put something like that out, really, mate. Because that you've really got nothing, mate. You do understand.
The thing is, I could have pointed you out at the vigil with your mask on. but I didn't.
Yeah, he
You're
wasn't
off, you're
there.
not.
He wasn't
You're
there.
off,
Remember?
you're not. I wasn't at the fucking vigil. You
You
made
You-
were at the vigil.
You
You're,
live
this
streaming.
is what I mean. You're so
Yeah, he just
disingenuous.
lies.
You are so disingenuous. You
Middle
roll
name,
your
mate.
eyes. You roll your eyes, and you fuck about with your tongue in your
There's-
mouth. And
I've got the
every-
screenshot. I've got the screenshot that
Oh.
says it's you. I actually made a screenshot and said, Jim, you weren't there, were you? But this is this you? And you and on WhatsApp, and you went, like, fuck, I wasn't even there. And I went, yeah, I knew that. And that photo, that photo don't even show it's you. It just shows a person in a mask, which wouldn't be fucking Jim.
Well, but that's a point to be
Jim,
made.
we
as well.
we've
I've
we've
never
spoken
worn them.
about
When
this
have you ever seen?
before,
Right,
and
we have
you-
spoken
and-
about this before, and I told you what.
and you said that you wore a mask because it was like appropriate to do so to hide your face.
Oh, you're gonna come and barefaced lie, Lister.
No, I'm sure we've had this conversation before.
Geezer, listen, any conversation you've ever had with me, don't let. There's no one in this chat that's stupid enough that doesn't believe that you. Everyone here knows. Everyone here knows that you're a sneaky little rat bastard, yeah. And if you approach anyone, at Speaker's Corner, you've got some sort of fucking recording device recording them, yeah. So don't sit there. You're laughing. You see what the
No,
no.
I'm
We all
laughing
know.
because it,
all right, but listen, the point is, like, you're trying to make statements like this and that was said. If you ever got in a conversation with me, you would be recording it. Don't fucking lie. Do you know what I mean?
that's not true.
That
Do you realize
that's the
how
truth.
much? Do you realize how much
So when you try
memory?
saying I'm lonely, and that, what angle was that filmed at? What was you filming there?
You knew I was filming because you were also filming.
I
them.
knew you were filming. Doesn't mean you wasn't trying to keep it from me, though, dickhead. Does it?
No,
No,
I kept it off your face because
Oh
again,
my
I didn't really want to use that footage.
Right. My
You started filming, so I put my camera on.
Everyone knows. This is the thing, yeah. Everyone knows. Like, they've seen that video, like all these videos. This is how backwards you are, Geezer. Yeah, you've gone to my channel. Yeah, you fished through all of my content. Yeah, and then you're trying to show people stuff that I have left on the internet that is publicly accessible. Like,
What if he was ashamed of it? He wouldn't have put it up, would he?
Well,
Yeah,
this is
I've
the thing,
just put the
like-
screenshot. I've put the screenshot in the back chat. The one I sent you on WhatsApp. When you can't even make out you can make out it's a human in a mask, but you can't make out it's fucking even the sex of the person he's trying to say is you. It's so disingenuous. Like you said, if you were there, Jim, there'd be better footage than the footage he pulled out. It's in the back chat now. I've done it as a tweet.
yeah,
Right,
I
that's
see.
what I'm
it.
gonna
I can see
there
it.
is a better
yeah.
angle. There is a better angle.
There
Sort
is
of
a better
shit.
angle.
That was the angle you pointed out, and I fucking screenshot it, pointed it out,
Well,
and
good for
sent it to
you.
Jim.
Good for you.
Yeah, because I knew you were full of shit because I know what you're like. You would have fucking provided. Yeah, try and zoom that in. Try and fucking get anything on that. to make it look like-
You can't zoom that in. You can't get nothing.
It's
from
fucked.
that.
That's like a restream of a restream of a restream. It's blurred as
he
fuck.
said-
If you went back
Right,
to
he
the
said
original,
so.
when
He
did
said
you
that was
see
it.
it? When
You were
did you see
definitely
it to know
there.
it's me then? When did you see it to know it was me?
I saw it on the day that it was happening.
Bruv, that looks like one of them geezers with curly hair on the sides and that goes to Speaker's Corner, mate.
Okay.
It does.
Anyway.
That don't look like me, mate. You're off your nut. It hasn't even got the same shape head as me. Like,
Yeah, he swore it was you though, Jim. You know, he says it like it's gospel.
so what
And it's
makes
just
you
not.
say that? What makes you say that? How
You
can
can't say that from that photo.
How can you?
You
say
can't
that?
from that photo, no, but there's a better
But
angle.
that's the one you provided. That's the one you provided.
That was the
I-
one that I noticed at the time and
And
was
another
able to,
thing.
I was
and another
able to
thing,
get Manny
Lister,
to
you
stop the
dis-
footage at
Lister,
the
you
time.
disingenuous prick. When I went on that live the other day and we discussed, you mentioned the same thing with Jim again. And I said to you, what are you on about? You know, I said, no, he's fucking not. He's in a steady
Can
relationship.
Jim not
He's in a
speak for himself, but
Well, wait there. Well, I
Can
was
Jim
correct,
not
wasn't I?
speak for himself?
Because I've already spoken. I've already spoken with Jim over it, and he's
yeah, and I've come
I've
on
seen your
here to
premiere.
speak to
I've
Jim,
seen
not
your
you.
premiere.
Now
fuck you.
he thinks I've spoken
But I
to you to gang up on him, Welshie. No,
Well, he's not. You're my mate.
No,
You're
no,
my
no,
mate.
no, no.
Of
I don't
course
think
we're
that.
gonna- Of course, we're going to show.
I knew
gonna show
Hugh would.
shit.
I knew
Yeah.
Hugh would be
I
here
told
because he
you-
stalks me.
Of course. stalks you.
What do
This
you
is
mean, of
funny.
course?
This is so funny. No, this is so funny, right? Because the reality is, he's literally in one of my over 200 videos. I'm all over his fucking portfolio of shit, right? He mentions me when I'm 150 miles away in fucking a different country, and he says I'm directing all the fucking streamers and fucking
Dude,
Heiko
I
and
could have
Steve.
mentioned you in this gym video, but I didn't.
Gym
So
video.
get over yourself.
Well, let's
The
be
video
honest
that I've
about it.
just released.
You're the person that adds me into your content. I don't.
I didn't add you in this video when I could have easily done
Alex,
so.
I'm not gonna let you Hitler bomb me,
You
mate.
did
You're
You're the one who
not when we got this
fucking
geezer on,
about
mate.
me for weeks.
You did add
and
it. You did add it.
I
You
wouldn't
added
even
it.
known that this online world would have existed if it wasn't for you talking about me every day for weeks.
Online
To the
world.
point where one of my
Who
Twitter
does
followers
that?
had
Who
to
does
fucking
that?
tell me
I
about
know.
it.
He makes
Listen,
some.
you're so deranged. You think people are following
Yeah.
you around shopping centres and
Yeah,
supermarkets and that, bro?
Jim, he
You're
listens
getting gang
to
stalked. You're
videos.
getting gang stalked. You do all this weird shit on the internet. You do all this weird shit calling out independent journalists on the internet and that, and then you cry about
So
being fucking
paranoid.
gang stalked.
Mate, he's got a
when-
kill switch. He's got a
You
kill
don't
switch.
understand.
Ask him.
You don't understand.
Jimmy,
People like me and Welshie have got a position and got a place in the manufactured culture war. You're fucking useless, mate. Even Patrick Hobley is more useful than you. Do you see what I'm saying? You're just fucking
you're-
useless, bro.
Jim,
You
Jim,
are
he's got a
pushing
dead
forward
switch.
the
Ask him about his dead switch. Yeah,
Let's
listener,
talk about me
tell
being a
him.
narcissist. Let's talk about me being a narcissist. Let's unpack that. Because that's a thing that I've been trying to get my head around for a while.
So
let's-
can we have this conversation
help me get a
between us?
diagnosis. What?
Can we have this conversation between us two and not based Welshmen?
Well, Welshie's all right, isn't he? He's calmed down now. He's not.
No,
gonna
but
keep
like,
having a pop, is he?
as long as we can have a conversation without interruption.
Yeah, he's
Mate,
all right now. He
you-
just need to get
yeah,
off his chest. He don't like you very much,
Let's
does
get
he? He's an
Let's get a couple
emotional
of things
chap.
straight here. You just slandered Jim, call him a Nazi or whatever you else you
Can
throw at
Jim
him.
not speak for himself, mate?
like you
Does he
do.
really need you to back him up?
So let's get a couple of things straight here. You do what you normally do. You get clips and clips and clips, and you shove it together, and you say things are gospel like you fucking do, and you get proven wrong on a regular. And then, I told you that he's in a solid relationship, yet you still put your comment in that he's a lonely man and all that nonsense. You
That's
didn't,
his
you didn't
own
correct it.
It's his own words.
18 was that 18
Yeah,
months
when
ago?
was that filmed? When was that?
Was that
filmed?
18 months ago? Was that 18 months ago?
It was probably about 12 months ago.
No, it wasn't. It was longer than 12
maybe
months
a
ago.
few more.
Yes, it was. I know when it was. Jim knew you were.
18 months
Jim,
ago. That would have been
you-
before
you-
the vigil.
you-
I don't know.
You-
his
No,
business.
you know,
18,
Jim,
18 months
you know,
before the
Jim, you-
vigil. It was definitely after
Jim
the vigil.
knew. No, it wasn't. Jim knew
Yes, it
you were
was.
filming because Jim told me, and he was filming you, by the way. You know that, don't you?
Yeah,
You know
and he
Jim was
called-
filming
he
you.
called you. When we waved at each other across the park, he called you first.
Yeah, and but you think he didn't know you were filming? He knew you were filming. He was filming you back.
I told him. He started filming, so I said, I'm going to film as well.
No, you didn't. You were hiding
Yes, I
secret
did.
filming like you do. Secret
Alright.
filming from your bag.
Listen. We're getting waylaid and going off track.
Go on.
here.
I'll go quiet a minute.
We got stuff to talk about. Right. First on the agenda, Lister.
Yes.
Child pornography in the format of cartoons. Is that okay?
Oh no, I didn't know this was coming.
No.
It's not okay.
Ooh, not very consistent there.
Have you found the Lord Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? Amen. If you have.
Are you going to bring up the clip because it shows up
Wow.
If you're
Wow.
telling us to do
Banksy
stuff.
more.
I
Wow.
don't give a fuck about Banksy. Banksy ain't calling me out, geezer. You fucking idiot. That's
But
not
I have never.
You're so fucking left, mate. Right?
I've never
Oh
said.
What about a whatism?
He's
About
more
what
of a
I
nonce to me. He's more of a nonce to me. Like your logic's fucking backwards, brother.
I've never
What do you
said
mean?
child pornography is okay. However,
Oh, you
Banksy
said
went much
well, wait
further,
there.
and none of you
Wait
give a
there.
shit about
Well,
him.
Okay,
So-
I
okay.
don't even need to
Why
find
aren't
it
you
'cause I've got my
consistent?
mate
Wait
here,
there.
brother. He loves it. He fucking loves it, and he's got
Wait
you.
there.
He knows where you're at, mate. He's got you time stamped where you're
So,
doing all this stuff.
so wait there. So wait there, Lister. You did not say then what we know you said because you seem to be not very consistent to what you said 2
Play the
years ago.
clip. Play the clip.
Well, I'm
Whatever,
sure.
whatever you think I said, I never said it. So play the clip.
So wait there. You didn't say that you thought.
It's not me, it's Welshie.
You didn't. So you didn't. So when the question was asked, do you think that paper and a drawing containing child abuse is fine and legal? You said yes 2 years ago.
No, I said the person doing that probably needs to be at least watched.
But you were happy that if there was no one else involved, it's not a crime and there's nothing that can be done about it.
You just said then there was not a crime.
No, well, that's what I'm
Is it
saying.
is it a crime based Welsh law? Is it not?
I'm
Is it a
quoting what
crime
you.
or is it not?
I'm quoting what you said. I'll get the clip in a minute. I'll find it for you again. You don't want me to find it for you again.
Play it.
You don't want
I've
me
got
to find
nothing
it for
to
you again.
hide. Play it. Play it.
Oh.
Play it.
Oh.
I would love for you to play it because it obviously doesn't say. I don't say what you're claiming that I say.
It's funny that because 3 days ago you brought this clip up again and you cursed me out for spreading it, sharing it to people.
No, because
Remember?
it's got a fucking because
So
the title
it doesn't
claims
affect you. It
something
doesn't
that
affect
is
you.
not inside
Yeah.
the video.
What's this? Yeah, what's this say here? I remember Lister saying if it was to consenting family members of the same sex, that was the harm.
Yes. Yeah, that was the other one.
So
That was the other one.
incest, you've got a problem with incest or not?
Two gay brothers. No, he
Incest.
wasn't. He didn't have a problem with two gay brothers, right? Having sex. That was another question. It was posed by a fascist Phil, was it? Was it fascist Phil that posed the questions? He was pretty.
Oh, are you
wicked.
overusing the word fascist there, or are you are you
No, that's
admitting that
that's
he's
his
an
name
actual
on.
fascist?
Well, that's his name online. Fascist
Because
Phil.
he's a
that's
proud
his name.
fascist. Because he's a proud
Well, that's
fascist,
his name.
right, isn't he?
That's his name.
Because he's a proud fascist, isn't he?
Well, I presume he is. Yes, if he names
Yeah.
himself Fascist Phil, I presume
Yeah.
he is a proud fascist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what you're trying to fucking prove there. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh man, where's it? Right, so
No,
so
it's
what-
just funny that there's a lot of people in the chat who are like defending patriotic alternative and then just trying to say that
there will
I'm
be, wouldn't there?
overusing-
There will be.
but I'm
'cause
overusing the word
listen,
fascist.
at all this drag queen story hour, yeah. All you're seeing is patriotic alternative, and if people see people making a stand against such degeneracy and debauchery teachings to children, then obviously they're gonna back them, aren't they? Not everyone knows about not Lister, Collett and his fucking ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everyone knows
surely-
enough about him, to be
But
honest
if you
with you.
if you care,
But,
if you
but
care
you've
about
blatantly heard on them streams where you've tried saying this, that, and the other. You've blatantly heard. For one, you know that Alex was taking the piss, yeah, when he's saying we're all taking part in a manufactured culture war, fucking Hail Hitler and that. You know he's taking the piss.
Oh.
no,
yeah?
I don't know he's taking a piss.
Yeah, what do you mean? Well, of course he's taking the piss because he's triggering you, isn't he? Yeah, so this
He
is the
didn't
thing.
trigger,
and then-
it doesn't nothing. None of
it
this
doesn't trigger
triggers
you.
me.
You're making
None of
tweets
this
about it
triggers
and that.
me.
You're making tweets about it. It obviously affects you, isn't it? This
No,
is the
I
thing.
report on these things. It doesn't
You
trigger
report on
me.
these things. Would you, mate? You've been
Oh, bloody
reporting,
hell.
mate, and I've seen your subs go up by about 100. What do you mean you report on this? What are you doing? No, you've got a hobby, bruv. You don't report
Okay.
on
A
nothing.
hobby. Okay.
Yes. Was it not?
Okay.
Is it?
No,
Is
I'm not even.
just
I'm not even starting that.
my
I'm not even
footage-
starting- look, I'm
my
that's- that's
footage-
a cheap shot. As a
my-
cheap shot,
my-
I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to do that. What I am going to do is we're going to talk more about
Yeah.
paedophiles
Okay.
reading to children. That's what I want to talk to you about. And
So-
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
sure.
Okay. You asked for it. You asked for it. It's in the back chat.
all right.
So
Should we go?
video-
No, let's just do one tangent at a
if
time.
you
Let's just
ca-
do
if
one
you
tangent
if you
at a time.
cared about the safeguarding of
Well,
children,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
right,
film them without parents' consent. You
Right,
But-
and
wouldn't-
yeah,
you
so
wouldn't
like
go-
the
you wouldn't go
same
in-
way. Everyone's seen that video. Everyone has seen that video. Everyone knows exactly how that went down. She told me she didn't want to be filmed. I said, okay,
and then you
cool.
turn the camera
Hence
on
how,
her.
hence how you was able, no, because the camera was already on her, so I turned the camera off of her. Hence how you was able to get a smudge of my dopey old mug, mate. That's how it happened because the
But
camera
they
was facing me
turned the-
because she
then
told
you
me she didn't
turned
want to be filmed. That's how it
But the
happened.
thing-
That's
the-
how you
the-
that's
the-
how
the-
you
the-
got your
the-
thumbnail. That's how you
the-
got
the-
your goofy thumbnail.
Yeah,
And
and
then
the-
you
and the-
turned your camera back on her.
Yeah, when she instigated a fucking discourse,
Yeah.
mate, obviously.
But what? But
thing
she
is-
said she didn't want to be on camera.
All right, well, if she doesn't want to be on camera and she's trying to instigate a conversation, I wouldn't suggest she does it with someone who's a live
Yeah.
streamer filming.
got a
mate.
cameraman.
What did you expect her to like not respond to you when you're asking
I
her
expect
questions?
her to leave
We-
me the
we-
fuck alone. If she doesn't
Yeah,
You
want
were
to talk to
asking her
me,
questions. You were
Right.
No,
talking to her.
you in the video said she asked you nicely. She never asked him
Babe,
nicely.
Face.
She
Can
never
Jim
asked
not
him
speak for himself?
nicely. No, but wait there. Once
Jim,
again,
would you
it's the
like to speak for
disingenuous.
yourself?
It's the disingenuous. You
Listen
said
to
she
me.
asked him nicely. She
If I'm
never
being
asked him nicely.
disingenuous, Jim can call me out on it, but I don't think Jim needs you to speak for him.
I
Oh, no, he
mind,
doesn't.
I don't mind. Well, she having a pie part here and there, mate. It saves me all the bother, doesn't it? Like,
But it's
I don't
gonna.
need to waste
But
my
I'd
breath.
rather have a conversation where we're not continually
Oh.
interrupting each other.
Let's play this video then.
Yeah,
There's another one.
let's play the video. Let's play the video.
Let's have a look at this
Can
stuff.
I ask a question? Do you think it's okay that drag queens should tell stories to children? Are you okay with that? Yeah.
I don't mind. People can.
You don't mind, no? Okay.
Like,
Are you okay with
do you know
allowing
what a
children
drag
to have?
queen is?
Are you okay with allowing children
Sexualised
to
drag
have?
queens is
Oh, so you're okay with children seeing drag queens, yeah, in their school and primary schools and stuff, yeah? You're right with that, yeah?
what's wrong with a drag queen?
Can I ask a next? I'm not nothing. I'm just wondering what your beliefs are. The next one is: are you in favour of giving children all?
Are you against drag queens?
I haven't said anything yet. I'm just wondering what your views
No,
are,
I'm
so
asking-
the
I'm asking you-
listeners
I'm-
can.
I'm-
Lister, on a serious note, is there a problem with drag queens reading stories to children?
So, judging by the footage that you got when you started filming kids
Before that,
enjoying,
before that, you wouldn't
enjoying
use that as a
the-
reference. You wouldn't use
No,
that.
no,
If you've
no.
got such moral
No.
obligations to the way that I perform my work, yeah, you wouldn't use that, bruv. So don't start trying to rely on my work
No, but
to
the thing
qualify
is,
your claim. No. You
I've
can't
not
use,
been to
you
one of
can't
these
use my
events.
work. Yeah, exactly. So what's your position on it then? Because you wouldn't
So
turn to my work,
after-
though, surely.
after seeing your footage,
Oh,
I'm
amazing.
even more inclined to say that drag queens can, yes, absolutely read stories to children. Why not? There was nothing wrong with that drag queen. Read it like there was no sexualization. There was no gender based. There was nothing. There was nothing what you guys claim there is.
Okay, Lister.
Check that they're,
Okay,
like,
we'll just call
grooming
it stories. We'll just call it stories. But why isn't there a queue of undertakers going to the council and saying, I want to read stories to other people's children, or bricklayers, or milkmen? Why aren't these people queuing up and saying, I have the right to tell stories to other people's children? Why aren't these people queuing up? That's what I want to know.
So, drag queens
Play this video.
and like they're often characters in panto. That's what they do. They already perform for kids.
They
Right,
perform
but
for an
so
audience.
do you
They
understand the
perform for an
difference?
audience,
Do you
not
understand?
kids.
No, hang on. Do you understand the difference between a man dressed up as a woman, looking like a scary old lady, yeah, going, we're having people shouting, he's behind you, or the one being behind someone, and then people shouting at them, telling other people that they're behind them, yeah, and a man trying to look glamorous, yeah, teaching children about keeping secrets at night time.
Are you against women dressing up glamorously in front of kids?
Yes, mate. Of course I am. Would I have a prostitute or a stripper reading to a child? No,
That's
I
not.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't describe
That's because you're a cheap cunt. That's because you're a cheap cunt. That's because you're a cheap cunt. That's why. Like, that's the
What?
thing, mate. That's because you're cheap. Like the prostitutes that I'd look at, mate, are expensive and they're pretty glamorous, mate. If I was
So
to
you're
look at a
saying
prostitute,
the drag queen was high, like looked more like a high class prostitute that you went.
no,
and
that's not
filmed?
what I said. That's not what I said at all.
What are you saying?
Let's play
Right.
this video. Let's play this video, Jim,
Listen,
because it gets
no,
worse.
no,
It
no,
gets worse.
Well, I'm sure it does, but I'm just giving him I'm just giving him an opportunity for him
But
to.
he explains his views on drag queens.
Yeah, but I don't want him
that.
to. I don't want to sit him watching his own fucking video and that. We got him here. I'd rather
Yeah,
just
yeah.
talk to him, Welshie, mate, and get it out of
Yeah,
him. Like it's not
yeah,
that hard.
Yeah,
Face,
but
doesn't
it'll clear
need
up
you
the
to talk.
cartoons. It'll clear up
Face,
the child
he's
abuse
told
cartoons.
you he doesn't need you to talk for him. So can we have a
I haven't
conversation?
told him
please?
that. I haven't told him that, and I definitely don't need you to talk for me, Lister. And I will tell you that, mate. That's the difference. Welshie's all right. I told you. Like he may weigh in as and when he feels fit. Like it's not.
Dude, I came to talk to you. I didn't come to
Alright,
talk to Welshie.
sweet,
Every time I
sweet.
come online,
What
I'm
can I
talking to
do?
Welshie, and I
What
don't
can-
need it, to be honest. Like,
Well, the problem you've got, if I'm subbed to Jim, he literally is one of the hottest YouTubers at the moment. If I'm subbed to Jim, and,
this
and
YouTube-
no,
this shows
well, he
how
is. He's
small
get-
your world is.
he's look,
This shows how small
he's
your
getting the
world is. There's
content.
people who
He's
get
getting the content
thousands
that
of,
no one else
live
is getting at the
viewers,
moment.
and
All
there's
right,
89
he's
people
getting the
watching
content
that.
no one else is getting, and that's the reality. If, for example, I sub to him and then you're coming on, then I'm sorry, mate. I can't help you. I can't help that. I'm sub to him.
Yeah, but you don't have to come on. You don't jump on when everyone else jumps on.
Well, look, mate. I mean,
you only jump on when I
after-
jump on,
after
which
what
shows
happened-
a slight fucking
after
mad
what
obsession
happens,
with me.
after what
Do I live
happens,
rent-free in your head?
after what happened 3
Do I
days ago,
live
I
rent-free in your head?
fancied ripping
Do I
you in
live
you
rent-free
arsehole
in your
again.
head, mate?
I fancied ripping you in
Do I
arsehole.
live? Do I answer the question? Do I live
What?
rent-free in your head?
No, you don't, mate. It'll be on my content. It'll be on my
Relax
Twitter feed.
it away,
How many
does it?
times? How many times? So
Does
let's
the laugh give it away? Can you
let's-
not?
let-
Can you not have?
let's go on the
Can you
Twitter
not
page.
have me
Let's go on the
online
Twitter page.
without
Then.
you?
Let's go on the Twitter
Like-
page then. Let's see how many times you've mentioned my name on your Twitter page, right? And see how many come up, right? And then we'll vice versa, and we'll see how many times I mention your name. And I'll tell you when it was. It was
This
that
isn't
that
about
meme.
you. Go away.
One. Well, there we are. No. Don't tell me I'm stalking you. Don't tell me when I'm
You
stalking you.
are.
When
You
you don't
literally
appear.
are.
You don't appear on my social media.
Literally are.
If you're on a live and you're on my mate's fucking panel, then I'm gonna fucking come on. Simple as. All right. If you don't fucking like
Yeah.
it, chip.
It's because you're obsessed.
Chip. Don't like
You're
it, chip.
All right, should we watch this
obsessed, aren't
video then?
Yeah, let's watch this video. It's gonna get
wondering
worse
what
and
you're-
worse. You
Let's
once
move
again.
on.
Are you pro or against?
For the sake of
drag
argument, I don't care. For the sake of
By the
argument, I
way,
don't care.
Ricky
For the sake of
Millwall
argument, I
is
don't care.
a fucking mega fascist. So here we
Mute him.
are.
But
Mute
what
him.
does that
Here we
mean
are
coming
with you
from you?
using-
What does that mean coming from you?
Mute
So
him.
what's a
Play
mega
the video.
fascist compared to me on the spectrum? How far to a mega fucking fascist am I, mate? Like,
So
what does that mean?
Up until recently,
You keep saying I'm getting my strings pulled, geezer. Like I'm.
Do you know
fucking-
what?
What does that even mean?
So you used the number 14 earlier. Do you know what that means?
No, enlighten me. I used it earlier.
In the video that I used. So in the video with
Right.
Jody K.
Right. No. Someone said in the chat if you look at the thing, it says put a 14 for Jody. So I thought, yeah, fuck it. I'll put a 14 for Jody. Why? What does 14 mean?
It comes from Hitler, where he has this 14-word like motto that is something like to secure a future for like white children and the white race. I don't know it exactly, but Base Welshman probably knows it. And
See, there you
it's
go.
come
This is what-
directly from.
You don't want him to pipe up, but you want to do things like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
No, but
that's
this is.
that's not right,
but-
is it? That's not
but-
right. You can't.
But when I
do that.
when I say that you're having your strings pulled, you're having a load of patriotic alternative activists endorse you and stroke your ego and get you to say these things like the 14 words, or just as in the meme form, alongside Sam Melia, who is was in National Action, which is a banned extremist group that it focuses on grooming children, as well as Patriotic Alternative. Matt Collette goes online into gaming chat rooms and plays like Call of Duty and like tries to groom
What's this got
children.
to do with Jim? What's this got to do
online
with
into
Jim?
a Nazi ideology.
It's got nothing to do with Jim. It's got nothing to do with
He's
Jim.
talking about how my shit's getting pulled by
So this
Barkley
is-
and people like this. Go on.
So
this
well,
is how you-
it's
You
open.
love to talk
Listen,
about this child. I'm starting to think you've got the fascination with children. Like you're always on about this Barkley kid. Like
oh yeah,
the kid seems all right. Like what is your problem with him? He went on Channel 4 and that. What did he say on Channel 4? I ain't seen it. Why have you got a hard on for this child?
I haven't. I only started mentioning him. I ignored him because he was underage.
Bro,
I only started mentioning
I've
him.
seen enough
I
fucking
only
comments.
started mentioning him
underage,
after the mainstream media picked up
underage
on.
boy.
Do you know what I mean? It's weird, mate.
Yeah.
No, but you're
Kind
all
of-
about safeguarding children, but you don't care about safeguarding them from Nazi ideology.
It was Barkley that
Right,
came up
this
to
is
Jim.
the
It
thing.
was
This is
Barkley
the
that came up
thing.
to
This is
Jim.
the thing. This is the thing, right? They're trying to say that people, the autistic kids, have been what's it called? Extreme,
Brainwashed.
not even brainwashed, but they're saying they've been turned into extremists over this COVID shit. They're saying they sat indoors for 2 years and they just consumed all this neo-Nazi right-wing propaganda and that. Yeah. The fact of the matter is, yeah, the world's going to shit and it's observable and people have got the fucking ump about it. Don't make no cunt right-wing. Don't make no cunt a racist. Don't make no cunt a Nazi. It makes people fucking switched on and they can see observably with their own eyes what is going on, mate. And they don't like it and they're starting to make fucking noise about it. Simple as that.
I agree, the world is going to shit, but there's no need to turn to a far-right Nazi ideology.
Oh,
Nobody's
fucking
doing
hell.
that.
The thing is-
Nobody's
the
doing
thing-
that. Nobody's
thing
doing
is,
that. There's a few people going to protest drag queens, reading to children, holding a few banners, and you're trying to label everyone like that.
Everyone, yeah, all the parents,
Nobody's
everyone.
doing what you're saying, mate. This is
Yeah,
the thing.
and he literally says it in his tweets. Like these people are siding with known fascists because there's a PA flag in the background. So fucking what? I mean, it's got nothing to do with why that mother's there. It's got nothing to do with why that father's there or that grandfather's there. But there's someone behind them. They don't even know the name. But no, that's what. No, you actually purposely target these people. You target the people that are like, yeah, you do. You target them by saying that they're just as bad as PA because they're part of PA. You don't say that bit. You just make out that everyone there is part of PA. Right? I wouldn't even be making content right now. I would still be going to there's communists at your protests. But
boys, one at a time.
If it wasn't for violent fascists at your protests removing me from them, I would still be talking to people without a camera.
How many times did you go to the old? How many times did you go to the Old Bailey with the Tommy Court
You
cases?
used
How
to
many
go
times?
to wind up the Tommy boys something chronic.
No, I
though. This is
didn't.
the thing, Lister. Yeah,
Why
you
would I
did.
go and
Because
wind
your
up
whole
on my own?
persona, your whole essence is
It's all
fucking
Tommy.
contrived. It's contrived when it's in front of them sorts of people. Your whole essence, your being. Just to present yourself.
I mean, literally,
You want to call people small-minded bigots and act like they're all thick as shit. All they do is drink lager and sniff Charlie, and then you go and present yourself like you do.
I
in front of
literally
people
don't do that.
You don't do that.
No,
that's what he does.
No, I don't do
Like
that.
literally,
No,
for the
you're
first,
the most
for the,
disingenuous cunt.
for the first 3 years, for the first 3 years of his activism, Tommy appeared in every fucking video. Just go on his YouTube channel now, scroll back to like 2018, and have a look. Have a fucking look. It's literally wall to wall Tommy.
And
It's wall to wall Tommy.
Do you know what happened to me when I was just focusing on Tommy Robinson? I got a guy called Tristan Jarvis from this Selsdon think tank, the Selsdon group, which has actual Tory MPs sitting in this think tank. He threatened me 2 weeks before Boris Johnson's election, and I didn't notice it.
What does that?
after the
What
election.
qualifies as a threat when you say he threatens you? Because I know you lot have got a funny interpretation of things like violence and threats and things like that. So
He said he said he got attacked before. He said he got beat up and attacked.
I'll read it. Here it is. You are lying, and we are onto you. You have just made a very.
there's a
big
fucking
mistake.
surprise. Lister's being called out for being a liar.
Yeah,
Imagine my
yeah.
shock.
So when
Oh,
I
sorry,
asked
sorry,
him,
sorry.
no,
Go on.
no, when he was afraid because they thought that they were going to lose the election, so wanted to scare me off. And when after the election, once I noticed this message, I started trying to talk to him, and then he was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter now because like they won anyway." Like,
Oh, right, okay. You're so important. Tell us about your kill switch while we're at it.
Oh.
you know
Tell us
about
what
my.
Come on, Lister. Tell us what your kill switch.
When I'm being like, I didn't have a fucking clue who this Tristan Jarvis was. He has links.
Tell
to
us about your
Tory,
kill.
our
Tell me
government,
about your kill
our
switch.
government.
Tell me about your
So
kill
you can
switch.
try and make out that like I'm not.
Are you
I
going to
haven't
tell us
been
about your kill
followed
switch?
by
you gonna-
weirdos and fucking freaks around my area. But this kill
Well, there's
switch
loads of
is
weirdos,
there.
I'm sure, around your
You
area.
think if you're getting followed and you're getting gang stalked and that, and you've got this hobby, whereas you're calling out all these fucking terrorists on the internet, you'd think you'd wind your fucking neck in a little bit if you was that scared.
I'm not scared.
All right.
What
You
what's the
don't-
kill switch then? What's the fucking kill switch all about?
Yeah.
It's to protect my life.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
With people
That's-
like you.
That's the,
Right,
it's not.
hang
It's
on,
not.
hang
It's not
on,
for that
you're
though.
not scared. You're not scared. So what the fuck have you got something that?
It's not to
deals
protect
with-
his life though. It's
Hang
not to
on.
protect his life.
Yeah,
But it's not
let's
to
use
protect his
his
life.
own
A
fucking
kill
logic.
switch.
Let's use his
a-
own fucking logic.
Yeah, but a kill switch is to give out information if he does get taken down.
Oh,
Right?
Exactly.
Either fucking way. is
Yeah, but how does that
important?
protect your life? How does that
Oh.
protect your life? You're dead.
It's a black box. It's a black box in case the plane goes down, mate. Because he's a fucking asset, mate. He ain't that important. Don't be silly.
I
If
keep
I
telling
wasn't
him
that
this.
important, what like
You're
basically
not.
this only started
If
happening
you was that
after-
important, listen. If you was that important, they would have bunged you a few of Overkill's fucking viewers, bruv. Instead, they're all fucking on my case, mate.
Okay.
That's the thing. They would have directed you with the algorithm straight to you. Bish bash bosh, no problem. Here's our new bit on the scene, no problem. But where
At the
the
end
fuck
of
do
the
you
day,
even live? Like, you
knowledge
must live
is
far
power.
away.
Knowledge
Amen.
is
Okay.
power, and I
Amen.
know
Okay.
things that the establishment would rather. me know.
Wow. He's so brave. and
I
stunning.
literally just pulled the roach out the end of my joint. Then say that again. What happened? That was amazing. Could you do that again? Oh, I fucked up.
Let's play that video. Let's play that video. Yeah, please. And no interruptions this time.
Yeah, please. Seeing as you are so nicely, Welshie. Well,
Yeah.
mate, I will do that for you, Mucker. All right, one
Because
second.
there's two videos all in, and
Right.
um,
The next bit is, are
Let's
you in
remember
favour
that
of
you're
allowing...
still fucking mates with Banksy, who said that he would
right.
like.
Can you mute him? Can you mute him, Jim? As soon as you press play, he starts talking.
Right, hang on. Lister, you're gonna let us watch the video?
No, yeah, fine. Like I've
It'll
got
give you
nothing
loads to
to hide.
defend, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, exactly. You got
Yeah,
nothing to hide.
Give you content.
You do care though, don't you?
I've just said, for sake of argument, I don't care. Let's move on, Lester. Let's move on, Lester.
No, hold on a second. I want to touch on this I want to encroach on this subject. Lister,
Who's
do
that?
you think it's okay for a man that cross dresses, yeah, whether he be straight or homosexual, is allowed or should be allowed to preach in front of children that have no idea of sexuality? Therefore,
Sorry, I just got a phone call. You're gonna have to repeat yourself.
right?
What's
Do
it
you
called?
think it's acceptable
If
for
you're
a
asking me a
grown
question.
adult? God,
It
do
gets
you
better now.
think it's acceptable for a grown adult, yeah, that chooses to dress in women's clothes, whether he be straight or homosexual, to go into primary schools and try and teach children about subjects of a sexual nature that they're not even ready to accept? Do you think that's acceptable?
I don't think they're going in to teach subjects.
No,
of
but don't you
sexual
think it's
nature.
going to
Do you okay? Let's change this differently.
No.
Do you think children should be taught about different types of sexual relationships, like gay relationships and bisexual relationships and transsexualism? Do you think they should be taught about that?
So,
Do you
It
think that
depends
should
Do you
be
think they should be allowed to do that though?
curriculum?
can I answer the question?
Yeah, but should that
go on
be
then.
included?
Go on then,
in
answer the
that
question.
curriculum?
Is he gonna? I will if he stops in.
Okay, just answer the question, Mark. Go
So
on.
I think it should be So kids should be taught that some kids have two mummies and some kids have two
you
daddies
fuck
and some
off.
kids have
Hey,
one
it's
mummy.
mental.
And
What?
some
Let's
kids
do
have
this
one
on the
mummy.
side of
Let's do
progression,
that.
everybody.
Let's do that
Fuck off.
first. Let's just do that first, right? So in
That is
logical-
basically what the curriculum is, by the way.
hang on. I know, right? So let me understand. Do you know what proportion of the population have gay? Well, do you know what proportion of children of the population have gay parents?
A very small proportion, but the point is that it's to prevent bullying, because the people who are like don't appear to have normal upbringings or normal parents or normal clothing, they're the ones who tend to get bullied the most. So if kids are taught that that it is normal that some
So
kids
you're
have,
trying to argue? So what about what? So when I was in primary school, right, I used to get punched for having Donné trainers and that, yeah. Right. What do you suppose we do about all the impoverished kids that can't afford Nike and Adidas?
so there should be some
Why
sort of.
would you laugh at that? Why would you laugh at that?
I didn't laugh.
Oh,
No, I got
sorry.
bullied as well. I got
All
bullied
right, cool. All right, cool.
for that kind of stuff.
So this has been before gays. It was frowned upon. It wasn't. It was taboo in society, right?
But
Yeah,
this is the
so
point.
This is a new
It's
thing.
an
My point is this is a new thing. I'm saying people have been getting bullied for a generation. I would argue millennia. I would say impoverished people in the class system we live in have been getting bullied for a long time. But
Absolutely.
But there's no outrage and there's no call for justice for these kids. So why?
No, there is.
And I would argue that the proportionality
Okay.
of them is much vaster and larger than the children that have got gay parents. So, like, the question stands: where's the outrage for them, and what do you intend to do about
I
it?
mean, I'm outraged by all bullying. Like, no one should have to face bullying in school, and the way to do that is to teach kids that not all kids can afford this.
All right, so let me
these
from a different angle.
expensive
From a different angle. Do you think the state have known about all manner of bullying? Or do you think they only think that trannies getting bullied and gays getting bullied is a thing? Or do you think they know about all sorts of different sorts of psychological abuse?
The state, I don't think the state doesn't generally care about bullying. I don't think. But
Okay,
it's the
okay,
teachers.
hang on, because we're getting somewhere. We're fucking getting somewhere. Hallelujah, amen. We're getting somewhere. Right. So the state doesn't usually care.
Yeah.
But I'm talking
Now
about,
they do.
I'm talking about
Hang on. Let me finish.
And all of a sudden they do.
We're having a to in and a throw in here. We're having a nice mediated conversation. It's lovely, right? So you just told me that the state don't usually care, but now the state do seem to care, don't they?
I mean, I wouldn't say like the odd drag queen story time.
No, I'm talking
is
about the
state
police. I'm
caring.
talking about the police wearing rainbow lapels and fucking rainbow lanyards, mate. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, but
at the minute. I'm not
even
talking about that.
that's
I'm
like
talking about the enforcement of hate incidents and hate crime reportages, yes, against people that have spoken out against certain ideologies. All right? Are you with me? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see that stuff is getting enforced? The state do now care. Funnily enough, they didn't used to care by your own admission.
Yeah.
They do now care, right?
But I wouldn't say no. When I talk about
You
the state, I'm
wouldn't
talking
use
about-
any critical thinking or analysis when something doesn't suit your narrative. That's your problem. That's the
No,
thing.
I'm
Yes.
listening.
No.
I see your point, but
Okay.
it's still a very small like minority of
Your
police.
point. I don't know why you're getting confused because it was your fucking point, Lister. Right?
Yeah.
You said it. Don't start saying you see my point because it was your point, geezer. Do you understand?
Yeah. And Jim, just to let you know, the actual meat of the video is in the part 2, which is in the back chat. That's the meat. He
Yeah,
literally
okay,
says
okay,
it.
Basewell. We're
Part
talking through
2.
this issue. We're gonna get to it, all right?
Well, first let's get to it.
No one's got work tomorrow, Welshie. Don't worry about it.
Well,
We will get to the issue.
But like, can we agree that bullying is wrong? and there
What
should
do you mean?
be.
Can we agree? I'm the one that's bringing up alternative types of fucking bullying. I'm the one that's
Yeah,
suggesting
and
to you that bullying is wrong.
And I
You're just-
agree. All forms of bullying is wrong, and teaching kids
this is the
about
current thing. This is the
whether-
current thing, and this is where you get your virtue from. This is where you get your gratification from. So this is what you jump on.
dude.
Because
no.
if you cared about children, like you're always going on about how I don't care about safeguarding children, although predominantly most of my work is around that sort of area, but that's only of late recently, according to you. But even if you do go back in my historical stuff, all of this is all encompassing. It's the same thing. It's about the total and final enslavement of the whole of humanity. That's what this all comes down to. The sort of society that they are trying to engineer, right? But whatever. Anyway,
I mean, you can look at my NRX videos and see that
Oh,
they're
God.
trying to replace
I'm not
democracy.
ever going to waste another
with-
26 minutes of my life, mate.
with-
Mate, your story was short. I mean, some of his stories is
I know he's
exclusive.
done like 2 hours on that fucking
2 hours 16 on the Sarah Everard. Hour long premieres. I mean, no one's even fucking watching it. And the funny thing is, the only people, the only people. Wait there.
Conversation.
Well,
I've
look,
got a
mate,
question.
it's
I've got a
organic.
It's
It's
literally
organic.
nothing to do with the conversation.
Jim, he
I've
does
got
a
a question.
premiere. Wait there.
Like,
He
I'm
does
trying to
a
stay on
hang on.
topic, and then
I've got
all of a
to know.
sudden you jump to the length of my videos, which is so.
When was the
irrelevant.
last
Who cares?
time? When was the last time you had a video with 163 comments on it?
But this goes to show
No,
that
no, I'm
the
just asking,
patriotic
I'm just
alternative
asking, no.
cult is
Oh,
very
get
much
off
trying
that.
to pull
It's got
your
nothing to do
string.
with Jim. It's got nothing to do with Jim.
Of course it has.
Jim
video
makes
about Jim.
Jim
Of course
makes
it's got to
really
do
good, edgy content. End of. Right.
Yeah, well.
At the end of the day, I just try and report on stuff that is true.
No, you don't.
regard-
No, it's
Look,
not
can I-
true though.
can I make
It's an
a point without
opinion.
you butting in? Can I make a point without you butting in? I've criticized people on the left, from Byline Times, Mariana Spring.
They won't even get. They won't go anywhere near you, mate. They won't even go anywhere near you. I'm glad you mentioned
What do you mean
Mariana
they
Spring
wouldn't?
being from the left.
Can I make
Do
a
you
point?
notice? Do you notice?
Can I
He
make a
mentioned.
point?
He mentioned Mariana
make a
Spring as
point?
left wing. He mentioned BBC.
She tries to make out that she's left wing. Anyway, Byline Times have actually used some of my footage in their articles. So to
And they
say
told
that
you
they
to
won't
fuck
go
off.
anywhere near me,
And they told you
won't
to
go anywhere
fuck
near
off.
me now because I've criticized them to the point where they are in on the fucking scam.
Yeah, but wait there, mate.
So-
You just.
so
You
there is-
just.
there
you-
is-
Oh,
there
wait
is-
there.
there-
Wait
so there
there.
is,
Wait there. I
Wait,
think I
I'm not
watched.
talking
Wait
to you,
there.
I'm talking to Jim,
Yeah,
because
well,
I
I'm
actually
fucking
agree with
talking
him.
to you. It's three-way on this panel, all right?
No,
I heard on your
actually
premiere. I heard on your premiere. I heard. No, wait there. I heard on your premiere that you mentioned that patriotic active patriots and Tommy movement have split apart because he's too right wing, etc. But the reality is, yeah. But the reality is that's like literally what's just happened to you and Byline Times and Hate Not Hope. They've turned their backs against you. Does that make you extreme far right? Does that make you extreme far left then? Under your logic, of course. Under your logic.
No, I'm
Funny that,
placing
isn't it?
myself
Only
outside
works
this
one way
fucking
with
game.
you. Only works
No,
one way
can I
with you.
answer the question? Can I answer the question?
Fuck
I'm
you.
placing myself out of this fucking game that is being
Oh,
played
God.
on the world stage by people who are supposedly on the left, like
Let's get
Labour
active here.
now,
Let's get
who are
active here. Let me
actually
have a chat with you.
who are actually centrists, but they're authoritarian centrists. I'm on the liberal
This-
freedom side, which you guys seem to care
Get
about.
active here.
Like if there's no way, like Tyrant Finder, for instance, doesn't allow me to in his chat. I'm blocked
So
by
fucking
so
what?
many people on the left, actual communists. I'm blocked by so many trans activists. I'm blocked by so many people on the far right. I'm blocked by so many people in the center. And that like 700
Look.
people on Twitter have blocked me from all political persuasions because I'm in the process of exposing the whole fucking game. Whereas you guys are getting manipulated by one side and moving yourselves over and over, further over towards endorsing patriotic alternative. And you say you care about children, but you don't care about the fact that they are grooming children into a Nazi ideology. I'm just allowing parents to do what they want to do with their fucking kids. I don't have kids. But if parents want to take their kids
That's
to a
mental,
drag
though.
queen,
That's
then
something.
they should have
That's a
the freedom
salient
to be able
point.
to do so.
That's a salient point you make, though, Lister. You don't have children, but yet you're very bothered.
Because you care about freedom. And if you really did care about freedom,
I
you
care
would
about
allow,
my son.
you would
I care
allow,
about my son's innocence.
you would
I care
allow
about my
other
11-year-old son's innocence.
you would
mate. What do
allow
you
other
mean?
parents to take their kids to a paid event at a library to have a story read to them by a drag queen if you cared about freedom.
No, I wouldn't.
But what has their kid got to do with you?
What do you mean? It's not their kid, is it?
It is their kid. They're
No, it's
taking
all
their
the
own
kids.
kids.
It's all the fucking kids, mate. It shouldn't be shown to any of them, you nutter. It's not just their kid. It shouldn't be shown to any child, bruv.
So you're
Just
telling me
because-
that now, but kids are being force-fed drag queen story time. Is that what you're
I've
telling
seen
me?
children, let me tell you, I've covered a few of them things, yeah, and I've seen children getting dragged into these gaffs, mate. Let me tell you, I've got videos. Look, I've got videos here. I can out you and ask
They
you.
probably
like,
don't want to go
Go
through
on.
the fucking angry crowd or two sets of angry crowd, one on one side and one on the other, shouting at each other. That's probably a scary thing for a kid to like go through.
Well, there you
just to
go.
get into,
And
just to get into
and how much of an IQ do you have to figure that out? Like, obviously.
So why are you
that's-
there? Why are you
No,
there protesting it?
I'm
Why
not
are you
protesting-
there
I'm
protesting
covering
the
it. I'm
freedom of
covering it. In
parents to
case you
bring up
hadn't
their kids
noticed,
however they
in case
want?
you hadn't noticed, I'm covering it, mate. Like you say with your little hobby, I've got my little hobby, haven't I?
But my hobby doesn't include fucking filming kids. When I hear parents say, I don't want to be on camera and they've got kids with them, I black them out for you.
Right? Did you listen? Did you care to listen to what the child said about being on camera?
What did they say?
Did you? Well, you've seen the video though, haven't you? So surely
You were talking about kids not being able to give consent at a young age.
Well, he's active in.
So-
He's active in here. Should we get the link
So
up
is,
then?
so is it relevant what the kid was saying?
We're gonna get this thing. Look, this is what I mean. We've got to be careful. We might get Hitler bomb though. This is the thing. We've got a couple of fucking nutters out there these days. He's active in the place. People are saying.
So it proves
Yeah,
my
he is.
point.
One sec. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna send it to you on a private one, mate.
But
Wow, you can do private messages with active. Oh, well, must make you working together for a higher cause.
Jim said it himself numerous times. He's been asked like he should get like interviews at like anti-lockdown protests, and he says, "Nah, I can't do that. Like, I'm like he's too
What?
antagonistic. He can't hold back."
No,
so
that's not
why he
what,
goes
that's
to
not
the left.
what I say. That's not what I say. I was like, I keep it real with myself. I don't want to do it because I don't want to take the piss out of people with it.
Exactly.
say.
You want to take the piss out of the left, but you don't want to take the piss out of the right.
And
They're not right wing, you fucking idiot. This is the point. It's an assortment of people there. I go to these left wing dudes and I see the freedom fighters there, and I'm forced to the other side. I can't talk to them, and they have to think all this and that about me whilst you're like all calling me a cunt. No,
Because
I know
you're
these people.
antagonistic.
No,
wow.
no.
And you share the views of the people on the right.
Let's just play these videos and just let's get that one sorted out and get it out the way.
Oh my goodness, where the fuck has this gone? Oh, one sec.
Okay. Look, Lister. I just had a look. There's 340 people on a live. I've watched your premieres. You haven't made double figures. And the people in the chat that are commenting, you've blocked because they're going on my sock account, and your chat's empty.
I've blocked you. I've blocked you. Like I'm quite happy. to admit
Honestly,
I've blocked you.
there was
And I
about
literally
because
showed my
you
block
don't.
list. You were on there.
Yeah, I know. It's funny,
You're
isn't it?
fucking
It's funny
cunt.
because
That's
a couple of years ago, you said I
Like,
don't
you're
block
lucky I'm
anyone.
still
I don't
here,
block
mate.
anyone.
Like,
Remember
like, I
you
should be
said you don't block
endorsing your
anyone.
fucking
Remember you said you don't
obsession
block
with it.
anyone. And guess what,
I
mate? You're
shouldn't.
blocking me now, and you boast about people blocking you. You do it on your tweets all the time. You say, "Oh, look who's blocked me. Can't handle the truth." Well, what's wrong with you, you fucking pussy?
Dude, you fucking obsessed with me. I shouldn't even be
Yeah.
here because it's bad for your fucking mental health.
Yeah, little mate. Let's get a couple of things straight here, right? I spoke to you about this the other day. Everyone's been affected by the lockdown. Everyone, but I tell you now, I've spoken to a few regulars down Speaker's Corner, etc., and they're all quite concerned about you, Mark. They're quite concerned about your mental. Well, they are. And to be honest with you, I seen you on a couple of down speakers corner. You looked white as a sheet. You look paranoid as fuck. You look paranoid as fuck.
I told you what happened. I rang you straight out. I told you what he was acting like when he see me and that. He started acting all
Twitching.
He started
Twitching and
going
stuff.
mad directions and that. Like he was just walking into the middle of the field.
Yeah, no, I don't want to take the piss. Mental health is a fucking terrible thing. But the problem you've got, I'm going to my best.
Why are you?
What do you mean?
Why are you
When he's
carrying
walking
on
around
with your
fucking
opinion?
Sainsbury's doing zigzags everywhere, thinking people are following him, can't you?
All right, listener.
Go
All right,
on.
listener.
Hey, Alan. Yeah, did you
What's
see the
happening,
video?
Matt? What's
Did you see the
happening,
video?
Matt?
Not
Did-
much.
yeah.
Talking about
Did you see the video? He slandered you earlier on. He slandered you earlier on. He did, Alan. On,
Oh,
Talking
Matt.
shit about you. He says Tommy don't want to be your pal no more, and this, that, and the other. I says you're a
Too far right.
racist. You're a racist.
Did you really, Matt?
yeah.
Isn't that true? That Tommy doesn't want to associate with
just-
you.
No. Let's get it right. I don't want to associate with Tommy and the grifters.
Well
Whee.
said that man. Well fucking said that man.
So it's the other way around.
It's funny, see, because he's been calling. He's been calling
He's been
Tommy
using
Griff.
my shit for ages, mate, and not fucking. Well, I don't know. I think you might have shared.
The funny thing, he's got loads of
What's wrong with Tommy Robinson?
What do you mean? What's wrong with Tommy Robinson?
Why don't you want to associate with him anymore?
Because all the people that wait around him are all fucking cunts.
In what way?
In
Okay.
what way? In the way that you wait to try and dox you, to try and ruin you, to try and do everything in the power to shut you down, to get your channel shut down. The little rats.
But
So they got rid of you.
so
again?
instead of saying that maybe Alan has had a change, etc., you twist it to say that Alan is now far too right wing now than even for Tommy. I think quote unquote what you said. You didn't say far right.
It sounds
You said
like
too far right for Tommy.
What were they trying to dox you for?
when you
Alan,
if you were
what
so
were they trying to dox you for?
when you was if you're
Hey,
so important, you're
shut
such a
up for
good
second,
journalist.
for fuck's
Guess
sake.
what, mate? You would have known.
Stop
You
playing
would have
your
known.
fucking
You would have
game.
known.
Let
You would have
Alan
known.
do
You would have
it.
known.
Mark, be careful. He's a big lump of a man, you know, and like you will end up bumping into him and that, mate. Be
Yeah, it's
careful how
already
you speak to him.
happened. It's already happened.
No, don't make out. I've seen that video, bruv. What do you mean it's already happened? I've seen proper fucking videos, mate. Let me tell you, bruv. You be careful.
He's seen one.
right?
He's seen one last week with me, mate. He's seen one
It's
last week.
alright, Welshie. Alright, don't show off. I also have to show the boys, mate.
So, Alan, did they try and dox you?
Yeah, of course it did, yeah.
So yeah, they tried to. So they didn't want to associate with you anymore to the point where they're trying to dox you.
No, they're trying to dox me because I won't promote their man no more. And because
Right.
because I called one of their top men out as a nonce.
Oh,
Okay.
Who? Well, oh, Glenn Saffer.
Oh yeah.
Right? Can
So is that true?
can we talk about
I
like the
don't-
more?
I
Fucking
don't
like
talk about-
active
hey,
a lot,
I
do you
don't
know that?
lie.
He was right up there, mate. Yeah, he was right up there on my thing, mate. But he just gone right up even more, mate. I like this geezer a lot, mate. Let me tell you, he does good stuff, mate. Good fucking
thing-
work. I like
the-
all that.
The problem we've got is that Lister's turned around and had a photo with you, Jim, and Tommy together. I think he was going to court someday, and he's saying that you were linked just because you're in the same photo together next to each other. You know, this is the tenuous links he puts together. He forgets that you live stream and you report on shit.
It's what
I
it
mean,
is.
I don't remember that, but go on then.
Anyway, Mark, I've heard that your mental health's not too good. How's it going, mate? No, out of respect, right, for you, because I've never treated you bad. I've sat there and had joints with you at protest, at Tommy protest. I've talked to you all right. I've never attacked you, have I? Come on.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all one-way
great.
traffic, Alan.
Hey,
It's all one-way traffic.
I don't believe whatever you hear. Like I'm doing.
Wait there,
fine.
wait there. Did you say that he was too far right for Tommy Robinson today in the release? You know, it's not long ago. You released the video. Did you say that?
I
So
would say I would say I am too far right for Tommy Robinson because Tommy Robinson would let all the Saudi Arabian women into the UK and now
Big
up Street Mate. If you ain't subscribed to Street Mate, he used to be an Enfield councillor, but go on Street, sign up to him.
I know the guy, but he's making out you're a far right racist, though, Alan.
So again, Mark.
At least Active is proud about his views.
What are you trying to say, you smelly little twat? What are you trying to say?
Alan, he's insinuating by you know the video. You got to see the video. He literally says he's too far right, calling you like a racist, a fascist, right? Then Tommy, right? That's what he's doing. And yeah, you're more right wing than him.
I don't know what.
Yeah, but you're making out.
Listen, if someone's right wing, because he says that fucking
they want to
Saudi
control
Arabian
immigration.
women, it was even that. Like, what is that? That's just fucking common sense, man. Like, we're beyond political spectrum. Have you not observed enough to understand that there is no political answer in all of this, Lister? Do you not get that?
No, I agree, and that's why
you fucking don't. No, you don't.
I advocate over and over again for citizens' assembly. So there is.
You fucking idiot! What the ones that fucking XR want?
Yeah, that's it.
No, the same ones.
It is. It's the same thing.
The same ones. The same ones. You're a fucking idiot. Surely you've seen me dismantle that. I know you've seen enough of my stuff to that I've dismantled that already. That climate ecological fucking emergency bill, that 12-page fucking bill. I know that already.
I want to go further.
You absolute fucking retard. Why do you come here doing this? It's just retarded. It's just a fucking retarded thing to do, like.
So, a citizens' assembly for political reform.
It has no fucking standing. It has no standing. The minister has overall say. It has no standing. If you read the legislation, it has no standing. It says it in black and white.
I'm talking about a fucking revolution where we overthrow the current puppeteering bullshit.
A revolution. A revolution.
So what are you saying? Should we eat the rich?
Arms uprising.
Would you
let me get my clips, man. Hang on. Are we supposed to eat the rich? Fascists beware.
I mean, not.
You really just changing your tune like that? Can you not just ask the question in good faith?
We shouldn't literally eat the rich, but we should overthrow the rich.
Mark, so for a revolution, we all need to join forces. Would you be willing to join forces with people that don't want non-English people in this country?
He's a Marxist. He wants a global revolution. Workers of the world unite, mate. Ain't you heard their fucking song? This is the thing. I went deeper than mate. I understand how these cuckens think, mate.
So can I answer the question? A citizens' assembly would include a proportional representation of the people of the UK. So if there is 1% of the population is black, there would be 1% of the citizens' assembly black.
Well, that's funny you should say that. Do you know how proportion it is at the minute?
I don't know what the proportion is at the minute.
You're absolutely amazing sort of geezer that has no fucking clue whatsoever, ain't ya? You've got no idea what it actually is like.
Because I don't
actually in the country.
Because I don't actually care what the color of someone's skin is.
Yeah, but you're asking for about, I don't know, like 60% of the fucking of the members of parliament and that to get cold because they're the wrong colour and that.
What?
Well, you're saying you want proper representation, 1% for 1%, yeah, like for like.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, it's far beyond that, mate. It is far beyond that. Like I'm saying. So, say for instance. That a local area's got four members of the thing, yeah, 4 council members and that, yeah, right, yeah, and say in the area, say that the general population, most of them's white, yeah, and say, I don't know, like, this is all hypothetical. I'm doing this out of my head, yeah. So say 50% of them's white, say 10% of them's black. Say 20% of them's Pakistani, Bangladeshi, yeah? How much more do we need? We need another 10%, eh? Or 20. We need another 20. So say they're all Eastern European, whatever, and that, yeah? And then the amount of councillors, there's 4 councillors representing all them people, yeah, and you have one Muslim, one Pakistani councillor. No, say two.
But I wanna-
So hang on. We'll have two Pakistani councillors, one black councillor, and one white councillor. Yeah.
No.
Hang on. No, because that's what is. That's literally what it's like in politics now. That's literally what it's like in London. That's literally what it's like, geezer. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're called. You don't even understand what you're called. That's what I'm trying to
the
illustrate
point-
here. Hang on, no, because I'm making a point. What I'm illustrating here is how the lefties, they'll make an argument that they don't even fucking fathom. They don't understand what they're calling for. The same way with the policies for the Green New Deal.
I've not been able to explain what I mean by citizens' assembly yet because I keep getting interrupted.
What do you mean? It's the same thing from the XR thing.
No,
This is what.
because XR want one just for the climate. I want one to reform our democracy.
But the point is,
so that
in the current
we can-
format,
we
in the
can-
current, no, listen, the political landscape. No, because it's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. What you're saying is not a real thing.
There's so many examples. There's so many examples of these citizens.
We can't unite. We can't get over our differences. There will be no revolution until we can see eye to eye.
Of course. So we need to all agree on the fact that our politicians are bought by corporations and they don't act in the eyes of the people that they supposedly represent. They represent business and they represent corporations and the rich. They don't represent.
Does that include Jeremy Corbyn?
Fuck all that. Where do you stand on satanic ritual abuse? No, where do you stand on no. Where do you stand on satanic ritual abuse then? What's that?
So the people who are doing that are people like Carrie Simmons and Alistair fucking Crowley, who are part of the fucking establishment. The guy's dead now, but these are the people who are doing it. It's not the normal fucking people.
Right. Okay. No. So you do concede it's a real thing, yeah? Because you're using about corporations and multinational conglomerates that run the world and that, right? So I'm just trying to understand what your take is on satanic ritual abuse, and you're saying to me it's a real thing, and there
are people who
said the elites
are occultists. Like if
you mentioned like people that do Thelma and that.
If you Google Alistair Crowley and Carrie Simmons, you'll see that there are people who do fucking fucked up shit. Like Alistair Crowley killed someone. This guy's a fucking rich toff. He managed to kill someone who got some infection that you get from eating shit, and he managed to get away with it because he was rich. This is like back in the fucking 50s or 60s.
Right? Did you call Active Alan a fucking racist though?
Yeah.
Well,
on your video,
he is.
He said it.
No, just answer the question. Did you? You did then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Why was that so hard work? Why did I have to beat that out of you and subdue you and
Well, he's
fucking
kind of
lure you in
already
with a
admitted it.
No, but
No, he said he's more right wing than Tommy. Well, Tommy's a Sivnat, so to be more right wing than Tommy is not a huge stretch. I mean, the problem is you call Tommy fucking far right racist. I mean, that's how deluded you are.
Yes.
Yeah. See, this is it.
If you were so many examples of Tommy being racist,
he's a classic Sivnat. If he's a classic Sivnat,
I've made a 14-minute video giving all the examples.
He wants Saudi women in this country, and he wants the young Gui of this country to fight for the Israelis, mate. That's what he wants.
Okay, but he just reads out speeches from Martin Sellner, who puts swastikas on synagogues in Austria.
Have you got any links for that?
He's fucking like he was. That's the.
Have you got any links? Have you got any links? Have you got any links of him putting swastikas on synagogues?
Martin Sellner. Google it.
Yeah,
just Google it.
All right. Yeah, can we play the video because this has been going on for too long? Play part two. Play part two.
Where's
if you want to. It was the next one I sent you.
You sent me the next one already. Good eye.
Yeah, it was the one after that one. So.
All right. I'm just being retarded quickly a minute. Private
all
chat.
Right. All right.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, we're nearly there, boys. Is that the right one? I don't know if that's the right one.
I mean, I don't understand why, if you guys think the world's going to shit, that citizens assemblies where we take power back.
Because it ain't a real thing, Lester. Like I said, it ain't a real thing. If you actually done your
It is a
fucking
real
due diligence, if you done your due diligence, whatever they're gonna, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Yeah, the way that it's set out now, the framework that they've made, they've manufactured, right? The political landscape. Yeah, anything they write, it's not going to be how you want it. Yeah, and like I'm saying,
well, we don't allow them to write it.
There's going to be no revolution until we can see eye to eye, and I don't agree with after you all did shit, mate. So
I don't want
you think there'll be a revolution? So
okay, let's see how Lister deals with this one then.
Yeah. Let's go back.
There's a paedophile.
Mute.
There's a paedophile, right? And he wants to draw pictures of children and sell them and ejaculate to them. Are you in favor? Do you think that should be allowed, Lister? Because he's not physically hurting anyone, and it's behind closed doors. So, are you in favor of that, Lister? Yeah. Do you think that should be illegal or legal? We'll see how degenerate he is.
No, he's just going to buy a pint of soy.
A pint of soy and say, "Well, it's behind closed doors." If it's behind closed doors, and it's behind closed doors, and it's none of my bit. I'm living in a progressive society where drag queens are telling little 6-year-olds about fucking gay sex and fucking. You know what I mean?
That's not true.
It's fucking degenerate, man. The fuck? What the fuck happened to people?
I never agreed that they should be talking about gay sex. So,
okay, gay relationships. Then should they be allowed to talk about gay relationships?
I've already answered that question
you said yes
in a very succinct way.
What about the paedophile question then? Do you think it should be illegal for a paedophile to masturbate to self-drawn pictures that he's done himself?
So how are you going to police that?
It's not about policing it. Do you think it should be illegal or not?
But how are you going to police that? Like some guy has drawn a picture.
Okay, let's say a person walks in on the man and they're like, fucking hell, he's doing that. I'm going to go to the police. And they go to the police and they come to the house. Is that illegal what he's done or not?
I wouldn't say illegal, but he should be. If you witnessed him doing that, he should be referred to some health services.
You have no morals, Lister. You have no morals.
He should be put on a watch.
Can
you hear that? You should at least be put on a watch list. Did you hear that?
What list? Hang on.
A watch list. Like
he should be referred to some.
Like, how are you going to fucking police this? And the point is,
play the
I've
video.
never thought about this before.
Lister. Yes, go back.
Hang on.
Fucking hell, he's doing that.
The point is that this has never even fucking crossed my mind before.
Mute him.
Right, okay. I know you don't need to do that, Wilshie. We're grown-ups, brother, right? Look, we're just watching the video. Just relax.
I'm going to go to the police. And they go to the police and they come to the house. Is that illegal what he's done or not?
I wouldn't say illegal, but he should be.
Wow.
If he witnessed.
Wow. So hang on, let's unpack that bit first, because you're on about. You said this,
it shouldn't be illegal. It shouldn't be illegal.
So what you're trying to suggest is
it's not necessarily
pedophilia is a sexual orientation, and people don't have a choice in the matter. Is what you're trying to suggest by that?
No. What I'm trying to suggest
that is definitely what you are insinuating by that.
Can I answer the question? Can I answer the question? What was going through my mind here is if there are pedophiles out there, and to stop him from actually abusing real children, he draws pictures of them himself and then does his business.
He fulfills his urge to.
And if that was to safeguard children, if less children got raped because of that,
safeguarding children, that's only
if less children got raped because of
that is only going to encourage that sort of fucking behaviour. What you need to do?
No, do you know what does encourage it?
What you need to do is punish that behaviour and beat it out of them, mate. That's what you need to do.
So do you know when you tell kids not to do something and you punish them, they go and do it anyway?
What, are they children? Are they fucking children?
Lister. Yeah? Do you know if you was a paedophile and you had your knob chopped off, yeah? Would most paedophiles then start, would they start thinking, hold on a minute, if I start becoming a paedophile, I'm going to lose my cock. I can't be a paedophile. Start chopping cocks
So
off.
you're
Start
talking
banging
about
them.
like Saudi Arabian levels of punishment.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
and how
care.
much of that
Yeah,
going
I-
down around there then? How much of that? Well, mind you, they're all fucking. I don't know. They
Like,
a
do you
bit of
want to?
blows,
Do you
don't
want
they?
to become? Do you want a country like Saudi Arabia?
Listen,
Well,
we
you
used
do.
to have,
If
we
it
used to have
stops all
people in
that-
jails. We used to have people in jails, yeah. So don't talk to me about Saudi Arabia, yeah.
We what in jails?
We used to hang people in jails and kill people. We used to hang people
but-
in this country.
But we don't anymore because a lot of innocent
Because what?
people get
Because
Because
what?
we've lost our principles. We've lost
because
our
the
moral
justice-
compass.
because the
Look at the
justice
state of the country.
because the justice system isn't perfect and innocent
it's not
people get
that,
murdered.
It's not that. It's not
Listen,
that. It's
listen.
not that.
Of course it
It's
is
the
that.
Great Enlightenment. No, it ain't. It's liberalism. It's the Great Enlightenment, mate. That's what happened.
No,
Yeah,
but
and everyone else thought they were smarter than the Lord, mate. And look at the state of the place now. That's
Exactly.
the fucking problem. That's
but
the fucking problem,
Surely, if
mate.
you're saying if we brought back hanging, then no one would commit these crimes. But then, but then at the same time, you're saying at the same time you're saying when hanging was a thing, people still committed the crimes and got hanged. So it doesn't make any sense.
People will. Yeah. What I'm saying is the majority will think twice to do the cunt if they know they're going to get the cock chopped off.
100%.
I mean, that's pretty extreme if you ask me, but
I don't give a fuck. I kill every paedophile. Yeah, if anyone's convicted 100% of being a paedophile, yeah, they deserve to die.
But that's the problem with the justice system because sometimes 100% doesn't actually mean 100%, and there are cases
Well, if
that
I've got,
are
if
of
I've
So
wrong
it
got
shouldn't be
sex with a
illegal.
girl that says
So what you
she's been
said-
raped,
I said they should at least be on a fucking watch list.
Before you said that,
So-
though,
so
before
it
you
shouldn't
said
be
that,
illegal.
Yeah, before you said that, you think it shouldn't be illegal.
Well, because they're just
Super.
drawing pictures in their own home.
Wow.
I thought you guys
Wow.
believed in fucking freedom.
No, but that behaviour is sordid, degenerate behaviour.
Degenerate.
No, but what you're talking about then, to enforce
You're-
that, it's policemen going and fucking
No,
going
the way
into
that-
people's
no,
houses
listen,
and
the
looking
way-
for
no,
like.
no, 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 no,
We
no,
didn't
no,
say that.
listen,
We didn't say that.
let's
We
not get
didn't say
confused.
that.
We said straight
like
barbarism.
authoritarian
We said
bullshit.
straight barbarism. We'll chop it off with a blunt spoon, mate. No fucking about. We're on about taking the cunt off, mate. We're not on about being correct and political.
You
and
won't
none
be
of
saying
that.
that when you're fucking wrongly convicted of something.
What do you mean? How am I going to get wrongly convicted of it?
Because someone might fucking plant some evidence on you or something. I don't know.
How are you going to get what? Plant what evidence on you?
I don't know. Maybe you've got a friend who actually doesn't like you, and then they plant some fucking child
What are they
pictures
going to
that they've
make out
drawn in your drawers, and then call the police.
Shut up.
No,
Let
but
me
this
say-
is what this is
Listen,
what I'm
geezer,
talking
me
about.
play-
What
my
you're
own
talking
family,
about doesn't
my own
actually
family
fucking
don't know
safeguard
where I
children.
live, mate.
It just
You're on about some
criminalizes
friend that doesn't like me, geezer.
what you're
You've
talking
no
about.
idea.
Doesn't safeguard children.
You think
Yeah,
you
can we
walk in
please-
fucking zigzags, mate?
Can we play the degenerate video and expose him, please?
Okay, why not?
Expose me for saying
Yes,
what
for
is
doing that,
actually the
he
law
should
at
be
the
he
time.
should be referred to some health services.
Lister, you
and put on
have no
some
moral.
what
Listen to the
would be
important bit
illegal.
They go to the police and they come to the house. Is that illegal? What he's done or not?
I wouldn't say illegal, but he should be. If you witness him doing that, he should be referred to some health
Lister,
services.
you
and put on
have
some
no
watch
morals.
list.
Lister, you have no morals.
Put
Yeah,
on some watch
you're a
list
degenerate.
to make sure.
Lister,
Hold on, I'm
you're a
reading this.
degenerate.
Right, he should.
Funny
be put
that
on a
word
watch
keeps on
list
coming
to
up,
make
doesn't
sure
it?
he doesn't
Degenerate.
actually-
Illegal, guys.
Yeah, by Wendy, he's a
Illegal.
fucking
Illegal.
moron.
What's your problem?
What are going to ban him from buying pencils and paper?
Hey, did you know
No,
Lister's a
he-
model,
he-
you know, in
he-
Camden?
Schools, he kept away from.
Should we talk about
No,
this
let's
for a
keep
minute?
let's keep playing. Let's keep playing because I
Shall
want
we?
to get to the bit where Banksy comes on.
Is Banksy on, is he?
Who's Wanksy?
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
Why
Like,
don't you kill him? I'd kill him, I would. I'd say you're
You'd kill him.
executed. Fuck off.
Okay.
We don't want you in society. You're a degenerate. Bye, motherfucker. That's what I'd do.
Hey, who's
One
that?
extremist.
Who's
Yeah, you laugh, but you're
Yeah, but the point
literally
is, like-
agreeing with a fascist,
Yeah,
a
I
guy
know.
who calls himself fascist.
I
Phil,
know,
so.
right. I'm laughing because, like, I would kill a paedophile if someone ever done anything to any member of my family. I'd fucking murder him, mate.
Too
But he's-
fucking
but
right,
they- we're not
mate.
That's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
people doing things to families, are we? We're
Right,
talking about someone who's
Lister.
literally just
Well,
drawn a
I'm
picture.
just letting it be known. I'm putting it out there,
Lister,
mate, into the ether.
Lister, Lister, I've come on here because I've heard that you've been calling me, so I want to have it out with you. What do you see me as?
Should we get it? Should we get the video up? Should I get the video up and timestamp it?
Just let no, because he's done it now. He wants to know. We've all been saying it. Now he wants to have a go. Go on, the active. Go on, tell him.
So I think people who just want a blanket no refugees here, I think it's slightly like racist.
Why is that? It's not. It's all right. It's all right for other countries to do it. Why not us?
Hang on, but better than that. To be racist, you got to treat someone differently. Like if you're treating them all the same, that ain't racist, mate. If you're telling them,
is Japan racist? Is Japan racist?
1 minute. Define the word racist.
My mate, a white English guy, works in Japan, so I wouldn't say
define the word
Japan is
racist.
racist.
Wait there.
Do you know their immigration levels? Wait there. Do you know their immigration levels? Because I got it up now for you if you want to.
I bet it's more than zero.
Active do his bit.
It's more than zero,
man. Fucking
okay.
Japan, and then we'll do Israel. After we do Japan, we'll do Israel after
Right,
that.
Lister, what do you define as racist?
Someone who is prejudiced against people from a
Of
different
colour.
like background. Yeah.
No, different colour. That is that. You don't like people of different colour to you. That's racist, yeah.
But it could just be like one particular race. It might you might like all races apart from one.
So I'm not.
So what do you
not
think of
claiming
Jewish people?
I'm not claiming I don't like all these different coloured people. I'm claiming I don't want any immigration in my country. I want England to stay English.
So would you remove British citizens who are non-white?
There we go.
Of course I would, yeah.
So that's a racist thing. Yeah. If they've only got a British passport, where are
Anyone
they
can
going
get
to
a
go?
British. Do you know how many British passports and visas was given out last year
But
legally?
if they were born here, and they only have a British passport,
Listen,
then where are they gonna go?
right? If I went to America with my missus, yeah, and had a kid in America, is that a kid American?
They'd get an American passport.
Yeah, but is
Or
that
they-
kid an American?
They would be entitled to an American passport. They would be
So anyone
entitled
with a
to,
British passport
they would be
is not
entitled
British, though,
to
are
like
they?
play for the American football team.
But I mean, but by having a British passport doesn't make you British, does it?
So you would send back kids who are born in the UK. All they ever know is the UK. The language they speak is English. You'd send these kids back, well, not back, but to a country there where they've never been before, and they probably wouldn't fit in because they can't speak the language. They don't know anyone there.
That'd be the end call. The first call would be sending back all the illegal criminals and all the illegal immigrants that are coming in, and all legal immigrants. I'd put a stop on all legal immigrants, and then I'd get control back of this country. And if we can take genuine refugees into this country that are coming from a war-torn country, once we've sorted our own country out, then maybe we may let a few in. But
So then
but look at the Windrush. Look at the Windrush. Who's stabbing everyone in London now? The Windrush fucking generation.
So if America decided to do that, and
I don't care about America, Julie, Israel.
No, but let's take your example, and let's say America did that, and it was all the Native Americans who kicked everybody out. They'd send practically all their white population to Europe, many of them coming back to the UK. Then we'd be fucking overrun again.
But I don't care because at least it'd be English.
But it just doesn't make any sense. Like it's
Why?
this whole unnecessary movement of people when people are settled in the country that they're in.
Lister, can you not see, right, from the demographics, yeah, how this country is changing fast, yeah? From the heritage and the culture we had, yeah, only 20 to 30 years ago, yeah, to what we've got now. Can you not see that happening on a rapid scale?
He can see it, and he doesn't care. He wants to cherish it. and he you know, that's what he does. So that's the
No,
answer he's
because-
gonna fucking give.
No, because to a blind person, there's a guy who
To a blind person, there's no difference.
Listen,
You're correct.
listen,
To a
but
blind
listen,
person, there's no
listen,
difference.
listen.
They can't see.
Listen to me, please. There's a kid that was born in Ireland who is black. He was born there. He speaks Irish with an Irish accent. To a blind person, he would not be able to pick that kid out of a fucking lineup by
Not
hearing their
everyone-
voices.
We're not
Because
talking
he
about
is-
black people.
Because he has been brought up Irish,
We're-
and he is
we're not
just the
talking
same
about
as
blind
every
people.
single Irish kid in there, apart from the color of his skin, which is so
Yeah.
fucking meaningless. It's
Well, yeah.
it's like who cares about fucking like the color of
Oh,
someone's hair
right,
or the
right,
color of
right.
someone's eyes?
Right,
That's
Lister,
basically
Lister,
what you're
Lister.
talking about.
Listen,
No,
all
I
the
think
Pakistan.
I think what Alan's talking about is that he's seeing the demographic change happen radically and very extremely. That's what he's got the problem with. Not the colours he sees in the street. It's
But
it's the change. And he
but he's
literally
going
said
to
the
the-
change.
But he's going to the point where he wants to kick every single non-white person out of the country, whether they're born here or not. Do you not think that's like fucking well too far?
No.
What about you, based Welshman? Do you think that's too far?
Well, personally, I think the most important thing we should do is kick out all the convicted.
Do you think it's too far,
Listen,
based Welshman?
Listen to me.
Such
If
a
you-
politician answer.
Well,
I don't,
if
is
you-
it-
no.
Well,
If you
no.
do, just say yeah. I don't care if you don't agree with me, but that's just
No,
my
no.
point of view.
But I just want to explain my point. We should kick out all the criminals, all the convicted criminals that out the country. Anyone that's been convicted for a crime within the first, say, 5 years of their arrival, they've got to go as well. And no, I don't believe that we should kick out people that are born in this country.
And
But
why
I do
not?
believe
But why not, based Welshman?
because they know no difference and they were born in this country.
So you're literally on my side in this fucking argument, then, aren't you?
No, I'm not on your side.
You literally are.
That's why
are.
there won't be a
You
revolution.
disagree with Active Patriot. You think that he's gone way too far, so that puts you on my side of the fucking argument.
No,
but you're
see,
too
this is-
afraid to
this-
fucking
this-
say it because
Well,
you're
I said-
obsessed
I
with
didn't.
hating
I
it.
wait
How
there,
can we
wait there.
unite when
So
you
wait
can't
there,
admit
but-
that you're on
but-
the same side as me?
But because I disagree with Alan on a position, right? That makes me on your side. It's just
On this
fucking-
position,
this is
yes.
the problem.
On this
This is the problem.
specific
This is the problem with the
position,
far
yes.
left. This is the problem with
No,
the far left.
On this
It's
you're on my
either my
side.
far right. It's either my far right or you're a comrade. I mean, there's
No,
a
no,
lot
no,
of
I'm not
nuance in
saying
between.
that.
There's a lot of
You're
nuance in between.
On this specific example-based Welshman, you are on my side, right?
No, because you wouldn't send back criminals.
But if
Exactly. So we're not on the same side. So wind
so the
your
Jamaican
fucking left wing
rape-
commie,
we won't send
wind your
Jamaican
left wing
rapists
commie
back.
head back in your ass. All right.
But this
I
is why,
reckon
but this is why
those
consider you
I reckon those
far-right
white
based
liberals
Welshman,
I
because
reckon
because
those
basi-
white liberals that stopped the Jamaica flights of convicted child rapists and murderers and all that, they should be arrested. They should
No.
get fucking put into prison and then see how they fucking like it, standing up in the plane, stopping them taking off, going on the runway. These fucking white liberals are the cancer of our country. We got to get rid of these fuckers.
Yeah, too fucking right. Well said.
So, but this is the point, based
Clip
Welshman.
that, cunt. Clip
we
that,
live-
you piss flap. Clip that, you piss flap.
If we lived in a state where Active Patriot has already deported all the fucking criminals, there's no way I could trust you to then fucking stop him from
Good.
deporting
Good.
from
Because I
deporting
tell you
all,
what,
all the like,
I wouldn't
like
trust
people
you
who are
'cause you-
born here. Because you literally cannot say that you're on my side in that fucking on that
I'm not
position.
I'm not on your side because the position
Exactly.
is
You
much
hate
more
the left
nuanced than that.
more.
Right,
You hate
right.
the fucking
Lister,
left
Lister.
more that,
Lister.
that you'd fucking side with Active Patriot. You'd be
Lis-
like, well,
Lister.
I don't agree
don't-
with this, but I'm not going
look,
to fucking stop him
you-
or oppose him in any
Nah.
way of doing it.
Wait there,
Nah.
Alan. Wait there,
Have a
Alan.
look for a minute.
Just 2 seconds. Wait there. Now, the problem the problem you've got with me, mate, it's not about colour necessary for me, right? But what it's got to do with is like this cancer in our society, which is people like you. You're the cancer in our society. I don't blame anyone for trying to better their life. In fact, if there was an easy ride down the fucking road, I'd mostly go down the other side of Europe to get that easy ride, especially if my ride here was shit. You know what I mean? So I don't blame people for trying to better themselves, or if they're going to come, for many reasons they come to go, not all for good, I'm afraid, as we've now proven with the Albanians flocking over 60% last month of them. So that's the difference between me and you, mate. It's not about colour. What it's about with me, it's about where you fucking stand. And I know where the cancer is in our society. It comes from the far left. People like you.
So, Jim, what do you think? Do you think Active Patriot has gone too far with his?
Can we play this video? Can we play this video, Jim?
Asking me a question. I'm the host with the most, bro. Here's a second. Let me introduce. Let me introduce Chris Mitchell here for a minute.
It's not for Lister. It's not for Lister to ask us questions. It's up to
Dude,
Lister.
if we're not going to have a conversation, I'm just going to leave.
No,
Lister.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait there, boy.
You always run. You always run. You always run.
Chris Mitchell.
You always follow. You obsessed.
You're a runner. You're a runner. You're a runner. You're a runner.
Mark.
Go on then, Active.
Lister.
Yo.
Lister, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I have brown friends, yeah? Yeah? But they would be the last people I would throw out.
But you'd still throw them out, and they're your friends. What do they think about that?
Because they know, right, to make this country back to the kingdom it was, yeah, to the glory days, yeah. They would happily leave this country, yeah, to get Britain back, to get England back to where it was.
And what do you think about colonialization and the way that we, like the Commonwealth and like the historical?
Oh, fuck off!
Like,
no, let Jim go back to his question now, because I've answered mine. Jim wanted something.
Yeah, Jim. What do you think about?
Introduce fucking Chris before he goes to sleep, man.
Well, go.
Who? Chris who?
Chris Mitchell,
Yeah, bro,
from Independent. Go on, you do it then. Tell everyone
From
who
the
you are.
Independent Nazi Association.
In the first beat.
According to Lister, probably.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah. How's it going, guys? All right. Yeah. So, yeah, Lister. Like at the end of the day, it's not about hating on anyone's color or race or ethnicity or religion they're coming from. But can't you understand, bro? Like, I've traveled the world, bro, and when I go to these countries and you tell them about what's going on in England, like, mate, that's fucking bizarre. Like, I can't imagine like the English coming over here and like demographic replacing us, and that's what we're about, man. It's not about hating anyone. Yeah, we want our own country for our people, and we are the world's minority as white people. Obviously, white Europeans, we are the minority in the world's population right now. But in terms of the English, yeah, we don't want this to be. We don't want maybe some people do, yeah, but we want, yeah, England people want this to be for our people, the ethnically English people. Yeah, we don't want fucking Polish here, or Romanians here, or Italians here, or Spanish, or any other European ethnicity. Yeah, we want this for the English people, and we also want this for the Indians and the Chinese across there.
And the white Europeans want the same, right? In their countries, the white Europeans want the same. Yeah. This is why we're joining forces with like people like Poland and that. When we go on marches together, we join forces with the white Europeans that want a white Europe.
But it also doesn't mean that we want to take over Poland and Poland don't want to take over England. You know what I mean?
No. Oh no. We join forces when we need to. Yeah. If it came down to war.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. What about non-white people who've served in the British Armed Forces and defended our lands from other nefarious armies?
I don't think
would you allow them to stay?
Defended much. I think we went and pillaged according to your manual, didn't we? Well, when did we ever defend our land?
In World War II.
Lister.
You said you're struggling though. Then I just had.
I had 7 great grandfathers, uncles that served in World War II. Yeah, right. Yeah. I have friends that served in Afghanistan that trained, Afghan soldiers, to fight for their country. And do you know what they did? They turned the guns on them, and they killed my troops, my town, Matthew Telford, little Jimmy Major, they killed them, This is why I don't want these cunts in my country, yeah, because I know what they're all about, yeah. The rape and pilgrimage, everything, yeah. You look at all the fucking paedophile hunter groups, yeah. All within 24, 48 hours, catching them off a boat, paedophiling kids, yeah, stabbing people in fucking streets, stabbing people fucking outside hotels, yeah. You want that in your country?
Okay, so 2 days ago, Tower Hamlets, there was 100 men involved in a machete attack. 1 dead, and mainstream media sort of flick through it again. This didn't happen in fucking places like machete. Who's ever heard of a machete fight? You know, maybe a couple of knives back in the day. Yeah, it's machetes in Tower Hamlets, and you know.
Yeah, usually baseball bats did it back in the day.
Well, yeah, there might be some knives involved. We don't get like 30 people running around with machetes. I've seen the footage.
Thing is, but you're trying to say that is not a specifically white problem. Have you ever been to Corby? Have you ever been to Corby or Glasgow back like 20, 30 years ago when they had high knife crime? That was full of that was white people.
But it was nice.
It's not necessarily based on their fucking skin color.
Yeah, but
it's due to the economic.
Can someone do a search? Can someone do a search for machete attacks and see when they started popping up?
Dude, when I moved to Corby, a guy was found with his head in a fucking microwave sawn off.
God,
that
that's
was like
a murder.
my first week.
That's a murder.
Yeah, they fucking sawn his head off and put him. The guy was walking his dog in the morning, and they fucking found it in a fucking microwave. There's hardly any fucking non-white people.
That's not 100 new British, right, with 30 machetes ripping lumps out of each other, eventually killing one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a murder.
You're trying to make it out
a black guy cut up a white guy in my town, yeah, with a fucking saw, yeah. He sawed off every fucking piece of his body and he fucking put it in bags and dumped it in the canal, yeah. Dumped it in a canal, a black guy, yeah. Yeah.
So would you be more upset? Would you be more upset?
That's a murder carried out by a psychopath. I know what you're going to ask. You're going to say you're going to be more upset with a black man or a white guy. Yeah. So let's get past that. But the reality is, the point. Yes, it was. The point I was making. General disorder in those numbers. I'm not on about psychopaths. We're not talking about a psychopath murderer stuck a head in a microwave.
He obviously knows what you're going to say, Lister, because you've said it before once or twice. Clearly,
no. So why can't he? Why does he have to speak over and not allow the question to be answered?
Well,
but he knows what you're going to say, bro. Like,
and I was right, wasn't I? And I was right. I answered it for you. Yeah, here we are. Here we go. I know what you were going to say.
Amazing,
Jim, Lister.
What do you think? Do you think Active Patriot has gone too far with his views of kicking everybody out?
Well, this is something that I've always struggled with personally, with my own interpretation of what I think should be the policy for things like migration. Yeah, I struggle with that, mate. I do think there's been a lot of passports thrown out willy-nilly. Yeah,
for people who are born here,
right?
Do you think, Lister?
Right. So what about an American that's born here on holiday?
Lister,
they're fortunate to get a fucking British passport.
What do you mean? No, that's just fucking backwards. They're American, aren't they? They're going back there. Like the refugees, if they're actually claiming refugee status, they should go home when they're safe, isn't it? Yeah.
Lister, can I ask you a question?
But hold on, I just want to, just let Jim just expand on this point. Do you think that people who are not on holiday, but they actually live here, they work here, they pay their taxes here?
Do they work here? Do they pay their taxes here? Who are you talking about? So who works here? Who works here and pays their tax? Who works here and pays their taxes here? Because this sounds like a straw man. It sounds like a Mott and Bailey. This sounds like you're trying to defend an easy position. No, yeah, it does. It does. Because
let's say World War II immigrants came over, worked here, paid their taxes here, then they have kids here. Do you think they should be given British passports?
World War II immigrants.
Yeah. They've been here for like 10, 20 years working, and then they have kids.
Wait there. How can they be here to...
I think I could let that slide. I think I could let that slide. What of it?
So you think Active Patriot goes too far when he says that he would want to kick out everyone?
It's the same. Me and Alan have got different opinions. What does that mean?
This is my point. What I was about to ask Lister. Right, Lister. Just because I've got a different opinion to someone, does that not mean I could still be their friend and get on with them?
Not if you're left wing. It don't. This is how they think.
No,
Lister.
There's lots of people that I disagree with and get on with, but like it's like
Can I finish? Can I finish, Lister?
Yeah, sure.
Just let me finish. I did a stream, with Joe Marsh, He's part of PA, right? I did a stream with Horace on grooming gangs. He's part of PA. Does that make me part of PA?
Not necessarily.
In your eyes, it will do.
Yeah,
no, not
exactly.
But here's the thing, like I went to Tommy Robinson protests to try and speak to people, to get on with people. There's plenty of people in Corby
you went
who
there
have
to cause trouble and
that are alive with
exactly
Tommy Robinson.
Alan, he does this every time. He does this. Well, let me speak up now. He does this every time, right? He always says that he went there to try. He went there to try and communicate to people and try and teach them the right ways, etc. Well, in reality, there's footage of him when they're going, oh, Tommy Robinson. You go fascist in between and stuff like shout, and there's like 3,000 people down the Old Bailey, and then there's this fucking long-haired Poundland Captain Jack, right? Screaming fascist every time they go, oh, Tommy.
No. It's a model. No, you've got to describe him as a Poundland model.
So I was asked at a Tommy Robinson protest, what do I think of Antifa? And I said, fuck Antifa. And then I was like, fuck Tommy too. And then they really fucking didn't like me saying fuck Tommy, even though I said fuck Antifa. Like,
hey,
I literally can't. I can't.
That's why your whole essence is antagonistic towards them sort of people.
So I can't go and try and be friends with people and have different views at a Tommy Robinson protest. Not everyone. I have picked up some friends, but
right. Okay. You don't get it. You stalked Tommy. Literally stalked him in real, not online. Right, where like you might be subs. You literally followed him all around London, whenever he was in London, and you were trying to mug him, not in the sense of like grab an interview in sense of trying to grab an interview, a snap interview. That's right. You
following to show them.
No, it wasn't. No, it was him. It was him you wanted to speak to, as well. No. Yes, it was. It was your biggest thing when he was. Mate, there's so much footage. It's like, why are you denying this? Like,
there's fucking footage of me like stood almost right next to him, and I don't go up to him and speak to him,
screaming, saying, "Tommy, and he's like fucking teller."
Hey, Base, you know the best thing is Base. Well, hey, Welchie, do you know the best thing is I got sent a video by a very good friend of mine and yours, and I won't say his name, but he is the OG, what I call you.
Yeah.
Of giving Lister a bit of a push at one of the Tommy demos.
Yeah, there you go.
Who?
Because they really don't.
I'm not going to say his name or his initials, but I call him the OG.
Yeah. Okay. So there
you go. Tommy got assaulted. I just got assaulted. So
Lister got pushed. Wow.
At your protest, trying to speak to people without a fucking camera.
Right.
So I literally cannot try and make friends with you because otherwise
you're not there.
Lister, no.
Stop being disingenuous. You're not there to make friends. You're there to cause trouble.
Dude, I've literally got friends
with your secret camera, with your secret camera, or your little camera person you got there the one day. So that's what you're there for. You're there to get snap into.
What the fuck you want about? I've never told anyone.
Wait there. Well, that's correct. You nick everyone else's content all the time, don't you? You just nick everyone's content
on camera. I'm gonna fucking steal their content.
No, you do that. That's all you do. Either you got a secret camera, right, or you're nicking content. That's it.
No, the only time
there's no in between.
Is when I started getting followed around.
You think you're so important. You do realise no one gives a fuck about you. You do realise this, don't you? And you and your dead man switch.
You don't get why. What are you doing here? you don't give a fuck
delusion.
about me, why do
I
you
love
come
it,
on
mate. I love it. I love it. I love fucking leftists. I love all leftists. I always want to battle leftists. I battle fucking leftists all the time. And if I see you coming on a live, on my mate's fucking live, I'm coming on.
Hey, listen, I've got 2 more questions to ask you, yeah? Are you coming on the 24th to Parliament Square?
I doubt it with him. I doubt it. Even though it's his hometown.
Have you looked? Does anyone know German? Is there anyone in chat that knows German?
No.
Send me the video and I can get it translated for you.
Can you get it translated?
I will.
What's that, like?
I'll find someone, yeah.
Yeah, Lister will take a screenshot now and go, "My Nazis in the chat. My Nazis. Look, they're talking. My Nazi talk in the chat." Let's play this video anyway.
Lister, my other question, Lister, to you,
what happened
is do you think I am far right?
If you want to send back people who are born here to a country where they have no relation to, then I would say that is a far right ideology.
No relation. Where did that come from?
Undoubtedly.
Would you join my live stream in half an hour about was you there? Why weren't you there yesterday?
We're fucking on a live stream now. We're on a live stream now, Alan. That's a bit of a golden rule. You should never really advertise a live stream in half hour when you're on another live stream. I mean, it's a bit uncouth.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right.
I'm sure Jim would promote your live stream. I'm sure Jim would.
I'll tell everyone now, go and sign up to Active Patreon.
I'll put a link in the chat.
I didn't know it would be on, and I probably wouldn't have gone anyway. But I can't do the live stream because it's getting late, and I don't want to keep my housemates up.
Now, to be fair, I won't want you on anyway because you're
okay, can we play the video now? Can we play the video?
Question.
Let Chris ask him a question.
Yeah?
All right.
So, what happened to George Floyd? Yeah, would you consider that as a racist attack?
Well, I don't know the views of the police officer, so.
Well, obviously, in the worldwide media industry, it was considered as a racist attack. It obviously promoted Black Lives Matter. So, would you agree with what went on there?
I think the police are inherent, the structure of the police is kind of an inherently racist one. I don't necessarily know whether he's consciously.
So are the police racist for attacking George Floyd on that day? Yeah.
Well, if he was white, for instance, doing what he was doing, he would have been less likely. He would have been less likely to have been treated that way.
There's lots of evidence out there of white people being brutally murdered and beaten.
Of course. Which is why I said less likely. Less likely.
Do you think that Chris is racist?
But at the end of the day, George, the police officer that killed George Floyd was, and he ended up being sent to prison, didn't he? So
yeah, well, obviously, but what the discussion is, obviously, we're English, yeah, and our people are our children are being raped. Obviously, there's paedophiles in white and English people are paedophiles, but when it's an imported problem, should our own people not raise concern for this? Because when it happens to other people, so say for instance, there was a white gang, which never happens, by the way. There was a white gang raped. No, it doesn't.
The EDL is the EDL is the biggest fucking grooming gang going.
No, point me to one article.
There's over 60 convicted paedophiles who were in the EDL.
Point me to one article.
No, leave him. No. Let Lister finish. Let Lister finish because we can counter it. Let Lister finish.
Go on.
Well, Tommy Robinson himself. Tommy Robinson himself is stuck up for convicted paedophiles in the EDL, like Richard Price. So,
what are you bringing?
Kind of sounds like that's a grooming. Mark Collette. There's a rumor about. There's a rumor about Mark.
It weren't Mark Collette, it was that Nick fella. It weren't Mark Collette, it was that Nick fella.
Wait there, lads. Wait there.
There's a rumor about Mark Collette sleeping with a 15-year-old in a pub in Blackpool.
Yeah, no. Oh, how many is there an English grooming gang on a Muslim child? How many? And if there was one, that you can point to, because you won't point to one. What would happen if that was the case?
So I'm not a police officer. I'm not.
There's
someone-
no evidence of an English
No,
white
no.
gang targeting one Muslim child.
So
no evidence.
how?
And if there
But
was,
why do you
know
why
they'd
do you
be
ignore the
kicking us.
non-white girls who are
Lister,
raped by
Lister,
these?
Lister.
We're talking about gangs. We're
grooming
talking about
gangs?
No, Lister. I don't
You
ignore the white.
they're not
the white-
all. They don't
Okay,
just
okay,
specifically
Lister.
go for white-
let me just say one
They
thing.
actually changed the legislation. They actually changed the legislation because this new crime was coming up, and that was gangs of men that were grooming girls and raping girls. Right? That's what the legislation. New legislation come in because there was a new crime developing. All right.
Lister.
Have you ever
Lister.
talked about the grooming
White-
that goes on within football coaches?
Right,
Yeah.
Lister.
Can I say one thing on this?
Can I just say one thing quick? It's only going to be 20 seconds, yeah. Lister, you're going about white girls. No one goes on about no one targets the white paedophiles, yeah. Come to my town, yeah. When a white paedophile gets caught, yeah, and see what happens to him, yeah. Then you'll fucking see it's not about race, yeah. It's about paedophilia.
I just want to add to that, Active, actually, because when there is a white paedophile, like you look at these grooming hunting paedophile hunters, yeah, they're all great work, by the way, and there are paedophiles on all circles, yeah. When it comes down to the white Englishman or the white European man, yeah, they are looking so dejected because they know, and also on the streams themselves, their families, their friends disown them at that very point.
That's right,
When
Chris.
it comes to the Muslim grooming gangs, yeah, or
They're
Muslims,
welcomed.
they're
They're
like,
welcomed.
oh my god, they're lying.
That's
they're
not
lying.
true.
Yeah, we have all this evidence,
So,
bro. Yeah, they're
Yes,
lying.
it is. The families are outside court promoting them.
Nazir Afzal is a Pakistani lawyer, a Muslim Pakistani lawyer who has
Yeah, we
convicted
know.
more
Yeah.
of these grooming gangs that you're talking about than
Yeah.
any other person. So it's
Well,
not
Only
true.
because,
what
he,
you're
only,
saying.
only because he got told to. Because he got
told to. Don't be silly.
Yes, he
Well, the
did.
thing
Because
is-
Gordon
He
Brown
also-
sent a memo saying that all these
Right,
girls
okay,
deserve
okay.
to be raped.
And he
Yeah.
also
Okay.
he also convicted when Tommy Robinson went out on his protest for against the Muslim extremists who were protesting our like soldiers' homecoming. Nazir Afzal actually convicted some of those for hate speech. The
At
Muslims.
the end of the day, yeah, that
So
thing there, what
you
you just said
can't-
about Tommy,
you
you
can't-
can't say
but
no
you-
bad about Tommy for that. He
But
was
you
a hero
can't. But you
for
can't
that.
say that like Muslims or Islam teaches this, and all Muslims are acting as one fucking homogenous block.
Yeah, but they are.
That'd be
The Muslims
not.
are just waiting for the hardcore Muslims to take over to then join them.
Don't
you
be
thick
silly.
It'd be
cunt.
Okay.
Don't be silly.
So,
Okay,
so let me counter that specific point, because when a lot of Catholics were moving over to America, everybody thought the same. Oh, they're gonna outbreed us. They don't use like contraception. All of a sudden, generations later, the kids and grandkids of those initial immigrants have kind of assimilated themselves into society. That they have taken on
Yeah,
the
'cause they're
beliefs of
Catholic, not
All right,
Muslim.
okay.
but they've taken
okay.
on the beliefs of the nation as it was at the time when their grandparents moved over. They've not
On a
picked
slight-
up the beliefs of their grandparents, and that will be the same thing that happens here in the UK.
What do you mean?
People
Like,
who come over here might act differently, or they might have different beliefs, but it's their kids and their grandkids that will assimilate
Okay.
more easily
Okay.
into our society.
No, it's not.
And not have these religious
can I ask
beliefs.
Jim, can I ask you a question? Right? Do you remember the WPC 2020 September time, I think it was, where she was in the front line of the police and she was wearing a hijab, a headscarf, and there was freedom protesters there, and she had a truncheon out. There was a couple of boys got hit. I was really close to it, and she was pushed forward as the leading light. She led the riot police with no fucking. She was like 5 foot tall tops. It was just an.
What was
you know,
at that moment? What was the guy doing
point-
with a laptop? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that guy. It was quite.
What was he
interesting
doing with
comment.
a laptop?
Yeah, but yeah, no, funny. But I agree.
Is it funny
But,
or is it weird?
It is
Like,
funny.
is it, like,
well,
what-
whatever.
what-
I wouldn't read
what
that much
did he have
into
a
it.
laptop for?
But you know this
He
Muslim
dropped on the floor
you
and
know
you didn't give a shit about it.
you know this WPC, this Muslim WPC. She has just got suspended from the force. Exposed Muslim policewoman who hailed as hero for confronting anti-lockdown protests posted a torrent of racist messages and was regular in contact with a suspected female jihadi in Syria.
I remember that.
Yeah, photos and films of wearing a hijab in front line, and yeah, she said
she was about 3 foot tall.
Yeah, she was literally 3 foot tall, and he made out to be the hero. This is the bullshit, though, isn't it? Frequency of using offensive terms, kafir, to describe non-believers. These are the people we need in the force.
Yeah,
kafir, kafir. They're calling everyone a kafir.
Can I just add to the report? Yeah, the report. Yeah, there was a report put in like everyone, all these lefties love a good report. Yeah, and I can't. I'm not going to be. I'm going to just say what I think it was. I might be right. I might be wrong by a couple of percent. But yeah, it was 32% white male in terms of grooming children, and 28% Asian. Yeah, and 38%.
Where are these stats coming from, by the way?
That was the report. That was the grooming gang
report. What report?
Yeah.
What
that
report?
Was a grooming gang report. That was a grooming gang
report. From where?
Yeah, that was a grooming gang
report. From the Home Office.
From the Home Office, yeah. 38%, yeah. Literally like unfounded, yeah. And now we're all in areas like Telford, Rotherham, etc. But yeah, and then what the Muslim community did was like, oh my god, 32% was white and 28% was Asian. You have to look at per capita, yeah. So even if we forget about the 38% that was ignored and rubbished off, 32% white English and 28% Asian. Yeah?
But how many?
82% of the country right now.
Hold on. But hold on. What were the what are the stats for how many Asian people were living in that area and how many white people were living in that area?
No, that was.
Was it across the whole country?
Yeah. And you're missing a point, Chris. You're missing a point. They did not do the ethnicity of every prisoner, and it's not grooming gangs. Yeah. Now, if they put it to grooming gangs, the English grooming gangs to Pakistani grooming gangs, it's 90% Pakistani grooming gangs, 10%.
Yeah.
No, now you're quoting Quilliam, which is wrong.
No. I'm
quoting a Muslim. Oh, wow.
No. What I'm saying is, let's go by the statistics that's been put out in the Home Office. Yeah, 32% white, 28% Asian. Yeah, and fair enough. Like people say, oh look, it's more white people than Asian by 4%. But you have to look at the statistics. We are 78 to 82% of the population. Asians are what? I don't know. What are they?
20%? They 10 to 15.
That's massive numbers. You can't.
But then when you
I can't even think it is that much.
That one race. That's 4% difference, and 38% of them.
10% more. They're committing 10% more rapes than white people. The statistics show.
Hold on, you're talking about grooming, aren't you? You're not talking about all paedophilia.
No, we're talking about
all paedophilia.
Child sexual exploitation. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
When you look at this, like Mark, when you look at the stats, there may be more white paedophiles, but when you look at the country as a whole, there's only 15%, 10% Muslim, So you look at 10% Muslim, 28% of the rapes were committed by Muslims, So 28% of only a 10% population, Do the maths. They're committing 10. All right then. So they're committing 20% more rapes than white people. 200% more rapes than white people.
Yeah, check the tweets out.
So in total, how many non-white rapists were there?
Yeah,
well, we don't know because 38% was unfounded because the police did not report on certain crimes in certain areas.
Okay,
obviously, the police.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that, Lister?
I don't know. But let me just make a point that there will be millions of non-white people in this country and only approximately 1,000 or hundreds of like rapists. So to tar even though it's overrepresented, to tar everybody with the
tarring
same
everyone,
fucking
we're not
brush.
tarring
No, but when you have
listen,
Alan talking about
you agree
when you have Alan talking about removing all non-white people,
you agree that the
that's a
Muslim
bit of an
population, the Muslim
overstretch
Pakistani
for
population are
Can I-
overrepresented for gang grooming convictions. No,
can I
you talk all the fucking time. It's literally just you and
No,
everyone
I've
asking you
literally
questions.
been fucking
So
allowing you to make your
what I want to
point,
pick up,
asking you about
on what
that.
you've just said.
No.
So you
Right,
admitted that they're
I'm
overrepresenting.
going. This is 11
Look at
o'clock
your
now, and I
pussy.
don't
See,
want to be.
look
No,
at
I
him. He
don't
won't
want to
do
be
it. See,
shouting
he
over
won't do
you
it.
when
He
I'm
won't do it. Look at him. He won't admit it now. He won't admit that. He won't admit what he just said. He won't admit what he just said.
Shut up.
No,
No,
listen, let him
you won't
speak.
admit. You won't admit what you just said.
I want to make a point that you keep talking over me. So I'm going to go if you won't allow me to finish a fucking point.
No, listen, let him speak.
You're
he hasn't
running.
spoke. I've just spoken.
I haven't spoken fucking
Yeah,
10
you
minutes.
just spoke.
I'm just pulling you on your bullshit. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. And I want you. Look, there you are. There we go.
Housemates up.
See, because he can't admit what he just said. He just said they overrepresent.
I was literally trying to respond to what he was saying, and you just cut me off.
Just spoke. Yeah. No. Me and Atty just spoke and gave you some statistics, and you answered. And now Base Welshman wants to have his say. So let him speak.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, Lister, is that you said even if they do overrepresent, and I was just going to confirm. So you agree that the Pakistani Muslim population overrepresents convictions for gang grooming, child abuse in gangs?
I'm just taking your
well,
word
no, you.
for this.
So you.
Because
well, wait there.
No, I'm
That's
actually
changed the
on the CSA's Centre Evaluation Fund and trying to find the stats because I want to check it for myself. I don't believe what people tell me online.
So what you just said. What you just said wasn't true then.
I don't know. I'm trying to inform myself so I can have an informed opinion rather than someone telling me something that they might have got wrong.
So this is one of the top topics that come up on a regular, right? And you're now doing your research on it.
Because I thought, I didn't realize we were going to come on here and talk about fucking rape gangs. I thought we were going to talk about Jim and the video that I made, which doesn't reference fucking rape gangs at all.
What did you think was going to happen, mate? Obviously, like, it's going to get into that sort of thing, wouldn't it?
We can get
no, but like, I'm quite happy to admit that I'm not a fucking expert in this.
Clearly, the thing is, you have an opinion on everything, but you're not an expert. It's funny when he's clueless on a subject.
What are you?
Yeah, it's funny how he's not an expert on something like this. It's funny, Dan, isn't it?
What are you next?
No, but why would I be?
Well, why wouldn't you be? Because you're against the far right all the time. So if you're against the far right, you know this is one of their talking points. So you know what I mean, wanker. You fucking melt.
Myself on the stats every day. I don't talk about it every day like you guys. And
yourself.
There's millions of non-white people who aren't fucking rapists that you are trying to blame and trying to kick out of the country because of like a fucking small minority.
Look, obviously we're against all paedophilia, yeah.
When you go to the Tommy Robinson protest, you find a lot of people.
3 minutes. I think you come to the conclusion that he ain't, bruv.
We're against all paedophilia, yeah. If you're a white paedophile, you're an English paedophile.
You'll find that a lot of people will say that like 80% of Muslims are rapists and wild stats like this. So
we're talking about real statistics here. There's a report from the Home Office
they come out with. And I'm going to check them myself, so then I can have an informed opinion.
Well, get the report up right now. Yeah, I'm not on my computer. I haven't got a computer right now. Yeah, so get the report up right now. You'll see it's 32%. Yeah, white English that are paedophiles. Yeah, and then 28% are Asian. 38% is missing because the police are incompetent and they do not report it.
Chris, what the fuck did you just say? Did you say 1 in every 3 people's fucking a nonce?
No.
Exactly, that is
one
not
in every 3 nonces. You mean 1 in every 3 nonces is right?
No, 32%. Yeah, according to the Home Office report, 32% are like white paedophiles. Yeah, in grooming. Yeah, 28% are Asian. 38% are missing. And why are they missing, by the way? This is what we need to be questioning. Why is it missing? Why has not the police reported on the 38% are missing? And ironically, they're in areas like Rotherham, Telford, Rochdale, etc. But even if you go, let's even go by 32% white and 28% Asian. Yeah, that's embarrassing statistics for the ethnic minorities.
So if we talk about the census 2011, it was 4.4% of the population of Pakistani male.
So
Pakistanis, you cut that in half, it's about 2%. So it's 2% of the population.
So this is why I was right to not trust you, because I've got a report from 2019, which shows that convictions by ethnic group, white are 91%.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. So what's that? Is that Pink News or some other far left byline times?
Hang on. CSA census evaluation.
Right. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I like Jim. I wasn't overly impressed with learning he's a autistic, but still, he's a good egg. What the fuck does that even mean?
He sent that.
What does that mean? Is that someone trolling? Is that a troll?
It's that Mitch. It could be someone else with a similar name. I know.
There you go.
It's that Mitch.
I think he's having a laugh, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just trolling. But play that video as well. Can we play that video and everyone calm the fuck down and just play that video to the end without interrupting it?
I've put that report in the back chat. 91%.
No, I think that's the wrong.
No.
The report.
No. What he's saying is 91% of paedophiles who rape single white girls are white. We're not talking about that. We're talking about grooming.
This will include grooming. And this is what I thought. This is what I asked you before.
Group-based grooming isn't included in the report because they didn't collect the ethnicity when they went in jail. They've only just collected the ethnicity starting now, going into jails, yeah? I know for a fact. So don't tell me about grooming because I've been learning this shit for the last 5 years.
Yeah, let's play that video now, please. It's been
what video?
On the back.
I've got to get rid of the Muslim.
I'm going at past at the latest, by the way.
Let's
got to go to bed.
Yeah, we can.
Chris, hey Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
What's this I've heard that you've been trying to get into Thingy's Nick as well as in jail?
No chance, mate.
I've got to have this discussion with you because I've been told by lots of people not to trust you.
Absolutely, mate. Get on the stream, bro. I absolutely full-heartedly support Charlie Big Potatoes and his missus in such a fucking joke of a sentence. Yeah.
So what? So you fully support Charlie? You're not against Charlie? You're not trying to get in his missus's knickers?
No.
Is this what the internet has come to? Is this what is on the internet? I remember as a child, I used to go on the internet. It was fucking mental, bruv. Is this literally what the internet has turned into?
Is this all false, Chris? Is it all false?
It's all bollocks. Of course, it's all bollocks, man.
Right. It's all bollocks.
Let's get this.
Shut
up.
Me and Charlie's missus have been laughing about that post, and I will be visiting Charlie in prison. Me and Charlie.
When's he getting extradited?
When are you coming out? And that's a different question.
When's he getting extradited?
That's just an ongoing case at the moment. But yeah, I fully support the family. 100%.
Okay.
Charlie Big Potatoes, if you've got a mobile phone in the jail like you're in, big you up, mate.
Big him up, yeah, absolutely. I don't agree with what's going on right now, and I support him.
What is going on then? Tell us what's going on then.
Apparently he posted a terrorist manual, and they want to extradite him from his country and put him in jail for 10 years here.
He was on the run in Spain, wasn't he?
What? The anarchist cookbook? What did he? What was it?
Make a really dangerous society, a really fucking dangerous.
Did I press start by accident? What happened?
I'm not too sure because I haven't looked into it. All I know is that I like Charlie. I spoke to him a lot over the years, and he's a good guy.
I was a co-host with Charlie. We've had our ups and downs, but I don't agree with what's going on with him right now, and I'll fully back him.
This is the thing, Jim. You're getting involved with people who are like on the line.
Play this video. Fuck's sake.
For
What is he-
like
He's
dealing
going in
with fucking
fucking 10 minutes.
terrorist
Can we play this
manuals.
video?
Right, you say
Yeah, but
you're
you're saying terrorist manuals, but you can't even tell me what it was. What was it?
No, of course. It's
Chris,
all
what
bollocks,
was
man.
it? What was it, Chris?
They're suggesting he's shared terrorist manuals from like Breivik and things like that. I have never seen them in my life. And anyone that's celebrating the arrest of Charlie Bill, you should be ashamed of yourself. I've had my differences with him.
So, what was it? Where did he share his terrorist manual from? Did you say
on his own Telegram channel, apparently? But
where
I've
from
never
though?
seen
Where
it.
did he get it from?
Well, I don't know.
Must have.
No comment
Jim,
on Mark Collette. No comment.
Can we move this
Fuck him,
fucking
I'll
on?
hang him out to dry, mate. That's only my presumption, but that's what a fucking common sense head would lead you to believe.
Can we move
I
this
mean, I
on,
like
lads?
Charlie Big Potatoes, so I just want a big Charlie Big Potatoes up, yeah, and good luck on your upcoming court case.
Yeah, good luck, Charlie Big Spuds, mate. Like that's a shit bit of luck. I'm fucking
Shit bit of
watch
luck.
out, you hang around. Well, yeah.
Shit bit of luck. Come on,
Mate, come
buddy.
on, like, no, bro. Like, let's be fair, yeah.
What do you mean? What's he shared? What has he shared? What has he shared?
Maybe
It's just-
What are you saying? How long is he going to get in jail?
Yeah, they're saying
10 years. Like, you don't
Yeah,
get 10
right.
years for just
Well,
sharing
mate,
a
what-
fucking
what- mate,
Bible.
what the fuck? These
Yeah, you
people-
do.
Obviously, it wasn't a
people-
Bible. Obviously, it wasn't a Bible. Obviously, it wasn't a Bible. But what was
No,
it?
but this is what's pissing me off. Our people are being locked up for fucking many years when there's actual extremists out there that's literally planning on bombing our nation,
Yeah,
getting
they
far
want
less.
it to get bombed, though. That's the thing, don't they?
That's the
Hey.
problem.
Yeah, like
Hey,
our
can I ask-
MI5
can
literally
I ask-
fucking worked with
Can we go back to
the,
paedophilia thing?
the
yeah?
Manchester terror bomber. What's his name?
Can we go back
Abedi.
to-
Like MI5
yeah.
was all over him when they're sending him over to the Middle East to like fight their wars. For them.
Libya.
Yeah, they trained him and brought him back and let him bomb our fucking concert. Yeah, we know.
Well, how
We've
many
got-
years did he get active? How many
So
years?
it's not really about like your average fucking refugee
No.
or immigrant. It's about our.
What you mean from
our
Albania?
state. It's
The
about our
average one from
state.
Albania.
Right.
It's about our.
right,
it's about our
right.
state taking advantage
Jim.
of fucking vulnerable people for their own ends.
Lister, can I ask you one question?
In a minute, where was she? One sec.
Lister,
This is
Sure.
what do you think of Robert Maudsley?
Who's that?
He's a guy that is saving life in a bulletproof glass cell 30 feet below
Oh.
Wakefield Jail, and his only crime was killing paedophiles.
Yeah. I watched the show about that.
But yet we have
recently.
Lee Rigby,
His-
killer, training the latest jihadist to go on London Bridge and kill terrorists, but yet this guy is not allowed out of a bulletproof glass cell. In his last court
Sure.
appeal, been told that he's going to die in that cell. What do you think
No,
about that?
yeah, there was a really interesting documentary about him that I watched not long ago, and yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But
But
he
you didn't know
has
his name.
no, I forgot his name. Yeah,
Oh.
he has said that like, look, if you let me out, I will go and kill again. So
No, he
it's
hasn't.
kind of like
No, no, whoa. No, he hasn't. No, he
No.
hasn't.
no, his brother
he
said
hasn't.
that.
Oh,
No,
his
he
brother
hasn't.
said that.
Oh,
His brother's
so
on
his
the show,
brother-
on this show, and I'm pretty sure his brother
You're
said that.
lying. You're lying.
It's a bit like when he says that you said something, and then he says, "Oh no, it wasn't you. It was your cousin. It was your cousin that said it." It's like, what the fuck?
He
It
wants to
honestly-
be put on
no,
a normal
his
wing.
bro-
Right? They
This
put
is
him
what
on
he-
a wing
this is
with
what-
paedophiles. That's what they called him the Hannibal, yeah, because he dug the brains out. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
eat any. He didn't eat any prisoner. He dug paedophiles' brains
I'm not
out, and a woman.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he ate their brains, but he did fucking like
Too fucking
really
right. He's a
fucking
hero in
mutilate
my
them.
book. Anyone who kills a paedophile is a hero.
But what if that
Should
guy
he-
was
Should he be
wrongly
locked up in a
convicted?
Should he be locked up in a bullet?
N-
Well, why are we
no,
not locking
I don't
terrorists up in bulletproof glass cells? 30 feet
I
below
don't
jail?
think that anyone should be in solitary confinement.
baldy fucking white kids with ginger beards if they're in fucking.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that anyone should be in solitary confinement.
Right, can we play that video, chaps?
Right, yeah, we'll do the video now.
Yeah, just one comment.
Yeah,
one
there's
comment,
10 minutes
one
left. There's
comment.
10 minutes left.
Yeah,
Fucking-
one comment. What they want to do, what the system and the establishment want to do, was even out the fucking numbers, yeah. Because there's so much terrorism from the ethnic minorities, should we say, yeah. They want to even out the numbers where it's like, oh, well, actually, there's white terrorism too. Mate, it's
we know that.
nonsense, yeah.
We've had a fucking MP. We've had an MP murdered. Joe Cox was murdered by a right-wing terrorist.
Yeah, of course it's right-wing terrorism.
I'm listening to you.
How is it dangerous?
Because you essentially say to paedophiles, I won't send you to jail as long as you encourage them.
Don't you start. It's your video.
Alright.
You wanted to watch
All right.
Are you
encourage them
related
to
to
be.
Jimmy Savile, Lister?
Are you serious?
Well, he
yeah.
liked necrophilia. He liked kids of all ages. He even liked fucking disabled.
Okay.
Lister, you're suspicious to me.
Suspicious.
No, but he's obviously picked out.
I'm sorry, the way you talk,
that
man.
are
Who's the woman on the street?
And
So true.
They're not fringe. They're not fringe. If you said that openly, if you had a society where you allowed pedos to do that, they fucking would do that.
Okay.
That means fucking
like they don't
fascist
do it
Phil would
already.
do that. Because
Yeah,
I
they
would
do it already, but I'd like a society where if people found them doing that, they'd say, right, you're fucking dead now, motherfucker.
Alright,
We're gonna
like-
fucking execute you.
I'm gonna
End of.
answer this question in full as soon as I leave this shop.
Who's the woman on the stream?
Sexual.
I asked the questions to expose Lister's ideology, where it's sort of
Yeah, but what's made it come into your head? Can you see where my point?
because the point is that these are thought experiments to expose Lister's ideology. I talked about necrophiliac.
How have you exposed my ideology?
Oh, okay.
Because you're a liberal, you're a shitty liberal.
No,
You're a
because,
shitty
hold
liberal.
on,
That's why.
If I found someone who went into a fucking graveyard and started digging up bodies and fucking them, yeah, they're going to jail for a very long time. If someone,
Yeah, I'm not on about that. I'm on about liberalism. Liberalism advocates also that if two individuals consent to something, and provided they don't hurt something, it's okay.
well, what the fuck is wrong with that? Tell me.
Can you imagine the effort required?
What is wrong
What's wrong with that?
Thank God to dig up the fucking hell, man, that's a lot of work, man.
So you said, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, two consenting adults doing something in the private of their own home that they've agreed upon. What the fuck is wrong with that?
Are you
Well,
guys
they're part
for
of society.
freedom or
See,
are you
this
guys
is because
not
I'm a
for freedom?
nationalist. It's because nationalist. I view myself.
Piping up. He didn't say nothing about consenting adults. He said two consenting individuals or something. He said nothing about adults.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about
That's the whole-
adults.
Yeah, you just play it because it gets worse. It just gets worse.
Has
Was part
he
of a
cut the
collective.
bank ticket off
I
this?
see
Has
the
he?
national fitness and health more important than allowing individuals like that to be degenerate. I'd say fuck that. This nation's better than that shit. We don't need these fucking people. Fuck them off.
But you
Put 'em
would
in jail.
never
Get
know
rid of
about that. Like they,
But if I found out about it, that's the point.
who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about your feelings about their behaviour?
Oh my goodness, you sounded like Patrick then.
If I was doing something and you were like, "Oh, I'm so offended by your behaviour," I'm like, "Well, fuck you! I don't give
So
a
you're
shit."
saying, hold on a minute. So you're saying you wouldn't be offended by a man fucking his dead wife?
Yeah, it would offend me. But
And then I deal with it though. I wouldn't be a cock like you and just go, oh well, it's none of my business. Oh, two consenting adults in their own home. I'll just. Ooh. I'd say fuck this.
Dead.
Well, I've got the will and testimony here. She's on videotape saying he can fuck me when I'm dead.
So
No,
what's
ain't
the
on video.
punishment? What's the punishment?
Well, I don't know. Fucking prison. I don't know.
Prison
This is
for
I
how
thought
long?
this
batshit fucking
For life.
conversation.
For life.
Yeah, we don't need those people. Why do you need a person who's going to do that in your society? If they can do that, they can do other shit as well. If someone can go through their head and say, right, I'm going to arrange a fucking contract with my wife so I can fuck her when I'm dead, they're capable of some deep, dark shit.
What
Really?
if they were both necrophiliacs and they held off
What
their
sort
necrophilia
of head?
for all their lives? But
Until they died.
until they died.
Man, that's disgusting. Lister.
God.
What, so like some sort of reverse Christianity?
Yeah, whoever dies first wins the jackpot.
That's as distasteful as your fake dreadlocks, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Is that some sort of like Puritan reverse Christianity?
Dude, like I've not fucking thought of this ever in my life. This is obviously something that needs to be thought of for Phil to protect him from actually doing it.
No,
Like-
it was a thought experiment. It was a thought
But it's just a
experiment,
fucking
and
ridiculous thought experiment.
and you fell over at the first hurdle. You fucking
Yeah,
degenerate.
okay.
You didn't do well. Let's have it right. You didn't do fucking amazing, did you?
But where's Banksy? Do you know? Because what happens is
Who
Banksy
gives
comes
a
on.
fuck?
Okay,
No,
about
because
Banksy.
Banksy's a good mate at Base Welshman, but he fucking thinks that I'm the
He ain't a
worst
good
guy in
mate
the
of
world.
mine, is he,
But
Swat? You're on the
Banksy
fucking
comes
gym
on.
show now, ain't ya?
Banksy comes on, and he's like, "I will masturbate." Like, he's
Lister,
saying,
Lister, we're
he's saying that
friends.
he would
We're friends, aren't we,
masturbate
Lister?
over fascist Phil's like all sorts.
Mark, aren't we friends? Aren't we friends?
No, we're not.
You're a stalker, apparently.
But this is the
Oh.
thing. You don't mind having
I have
much
my
worse
thing- I
kind
have
of
my strings pulled.
thoughts
Yeah,
coming
before
out
you
of
have
your
to go,
mates'
before you
heads.
have to go,
But as soon as it's something less extremes coming out of
Right
my
there.
head, it's
Go
like,
on
I'm the worst
WhatsApp,
fucking
Jim.
guy in the
Jim, go
world.
on WhatsApp. Check that out on WhatsApp.
Who's pulling my strings?
You go on WhatsApp, Jim. Quickly. There's a lovely,
so-
lovely tweet for you.
I can't at the minute.
All right,
Base Welshman would be
I'll
one.
send it to you.
There'll be a fucking ton of patriotic alternative activists. Probably Citizen Sid's parents. They're pulling your strings.
Wow.
There'll probably be someone in your chat called
Citizen
Divine
Sid.
Empress. She'll probably be pulling your
Oh
strings.
my lord, you're absolutely backwards and
Yeah.
deranged, child.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
You need deliverance. You need deliverance. You need to pray. You need to repent. But honestly, I'm giving you good fucking stuff now.
Back chat.
Excuse my
Back
French.
chat, Jim.
But hold
Back
on,
chat.
Jim.
No. You need help. You definitely need help. That's the
Look,
thing.
At the end of the day, we are all having our strings pulled by someone or other. Like I had it the other day where someone.
How emotional do you think I am to have fucking Citizen Sid's parents fucking pulling my strings? Like,
No, but the thing is, you probably don't.
I
So-
don't
But
know. It's on a subliminal level. It's all fucking. It's just things they
Citizen
say
Sid, she's 16. She's
Yeah.
16.
And they hide behind her, and her parents
You're
hide behind their
you're
16-year-old
disgusting.
You
daughter
know a thing about
to
grooming,
carry out their
didn't you?
fucking
You think
fascist,
everyone's grooming
Yeah.
people and
they,
that, didn't
to
you?
carry out their fascist ideology.
Wow.
They
Wow.
use their 16-year-old daughter to
She's
hide
16.
behind. Oh, she's a journalist with a camera.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
What you're
Mate,
actually doing now is quite disgusting. Oh, where'd Active go? He's here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah, what you doing
Jim,
now?
Jim,
No idea.
Jim, have a look. Have a look in the back chat, Jim. Just have a look.
A back chat.
Yeah.
PA, I don't get on with some of PA's stuff, but we stand together on some issues, yeah. And like Citizen Sid don't agree with me and PA on some issues. Me and Jim don't agree on some issues. Me and Base Welshman don't agree on some issues, yeah. But we stand together on issues that concerns our people and our children. There's some things we don't agree on. Doesn't mean we're all
Citizen
fucking
parents
fascist Nazis
certainly.
or whatever.
Citizens,
man.
no,
I've met her
no.
parents,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on, hold
I've
on.
met her
Mark
parents.
Collette is
Yeah.
a fucking fan of Hitler. Can we
Yeah.
agree on that?
Yeah, I
So-
can agree on that. Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
Mark
but that
Collette.
doesn't
Mark
mean we're
Collette
all-
is a literal
Look at the
Nazi,
state of that schnozzler.
and anyone in his organization, Patriotic Alternative, is therefore part of a Nazi organization.
Well, okay,
That's
you can say that, but we're
bollocks.
not a
That's
part of it.
Yahtzee.
Even if you're saying that, yeah, me, Jim, Active Patriot, Base Welshman, Citizen Sid and the family, and many others are not part of PA, yeah. We might agree with them
Her
on
parents,
some aspects,
when
but does it-
Patriotic Alternative
no.
turned up to the drag queen story time in
Yeah,
Oxford
in Norwich. I was
or
there.
Norwich, sorry,
Yeah, I was there.
what the flag comes, the Patriotic Alternative banner comes along, and you can see Citizen Sid's dad cheering along, like, "Oh,
Yeah,
great,
I
they're
cheered
here."
along as well, bro, but it doesn't mean I'm with them. I'm with them on the issue that we're against drag queen story hour.
If
We
you're
met-
fucking not a
you know-
Nazi, you would remove the fucking Nazis from your
No,
protest.
like I'm
Yes,
I'm
yes,
against
you would.
drag queen
Yes, you would.
story hour.
I
yeah?
would.
So
If
like I will put
I
our
was on a
differences
protest
aside.
and I found a fucking Nazi
No.
trying to join it and pretend that they're fucking on board with what I'm protesting, I'd tell them to fuck right off.
No, well,
Right.
I didn't see that with the
Yes.
leftist organisations when you all join together. Like I don't agree with PA on certain aspects, and we all don't agree with PA on certain aspects. But I will stand with them on Drag Queen Story Hour because that's one.
If you
common
don't
goal,
tell them to
yeah?
fuck off, they will make you look like a fucking Nazi.
Well, they
Like,
can make me
there's-
look a Nazi. I don't care. I get called a Nazi anyway. It doesn't
Well,
matter
that's
whether
because
I'm
you
Muslim or
are
not.
one,
I
because
get
you're
called-
quite happy
How
to
am I
stand with
one?
fucking
How am I one?
Nazis.
I'm always supporting England first.
So-
yeah, there's
so
other
when
people
you
supporting other movements, I'm not.
Yeah,
going
let-
to, I'm
Base,
here
you
for
must
my
fucking
people.
agree with me. Would you stand with Mark Collette?
I don't follow any movement. You do realise that,
But
don't
would
you?
you stand with
I'm not a
Mark
member.
Collette?
I'm not a member
Would
of
you
any
pro-
political
with Mark
party. I'm not a
Collette?
member of
never
anything.
voted in my
Answer the
life,
fucking
mate.
question. Would you stand with Mark Collette?
Yeah, I would. It
Fuck
depends on what
no.
it's
Based Welshman,
No,
would
fuck
you
no, I
stand?
wouldn't. There is a massive question mark around that geezer's fucking head, mate. Hell no. Heck
And
no,
Base
rather.
Welshman, would you?
No.
No, I don't know
just
him.
because Jim
I
said it.
don't know him. No. Fucking like he said, I don't know the geezer. What are you on about stand with him? He might be into all
But
sorts
Base
of heinous
Welshman
shit,
is
bro.
so fucking so shrivels up when you ask him that question. He doesn't know what to fucking say.
Oh, wait
It's
there,
very
wait
easy,
there.
it's very easy.
I answer questions quite straight, mate. I don't fuck about. I
You
just say it
fucking
as it is.
stayed quiet. I had to ask that question how many times? And then Jim
Yes.
actually answers it the right
You're not,
way.
you didn't have
And you're
to.
just
And
still
What
fucking
do you mean?
Wait
No,
there.
wait, listen.
yeah,
There is no,
said it earlier.
there is no right and wrong answers, mate. There is no right and wrong answers. It is
Yeah,
where
you
it
said
is.
it. You said it
People
earlier on with
are what
that.
they
You said
are.
it earlier on with active. I just wanted to clear what I wanted to say because
No, but
I
this
know
is the
what you
thing.
like. I know what
fucking
you like.
hate me
You
so
like.
much
You
that
like.
you would rather
I
stand
don't
with Mark
hate
Collette
you. I
and
pity
Chris
you.
Mitchell
I
and
pity. I pity you.
and active
I
Base
pity you.
Listen.
You're.
Listen, can I tell you? If you were
No, you
supporting,
can't.
Phil,
No.
you
Listen,
must have some
bro,
brave
Jim.
desires to be thinking of this shit. To be like, oh,
No,
Jim,
no, I'm not thinking of this shit. It's just a thought experiment.
Otherwise, I'd be all over that shit. That's exactly.
No, you
how
just make it
think.
illegal
Finished
also.
anyway. Why is Mark Kelly's getting me at it, boys? Mark Kelly's getting me at it. Like,
Can I
I
just
thought it-
can I
I thought
just
it was
say
something else.
Lister?
What?
Play it, man.
There's
I'm
nothing
going to
left,
get
it's 30
going now,
seconds.
mate. It was nice being on your panel,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm
Thanks
going
for
in a
having
bit.
me.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Mark.
on, brother. I'll speak to you
Just-
soon.
Let's get the video
Speak to you
sorted. Fuck
later.
that.
Sweet,
Nice one,
Speak to you
active.
later, Welchie. Speak to you
Nice
later,
one, mate.
Chris.
Cheers, pal.
Speak to you later, everyone else.
Shut up.
Can I just say to Lister? Is Lister still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Yeah,
a second
it's
now.
Lister. If you were supporting against Drag Queen Story Hour, yeah, tomorrow, I will stand with you, yeah, and we'll have our fucking disagreements on everything else. But if you was against Drag Queen Story Hour, which is a moral thing to do, by the way, yeah, I will stand by you for that one purpose.
But the
that
thing
one common
is,
purpose, yeah. And
like
same
once
with, like,
if you were to get rid of Drag Queen Storytime, then you'd be going after fucking Panto.
What?
different things, mate.
It's completely different. It's completely different. Right, a panto,
It's literally
right?
not different. It's not
Pantomime
different at all.
games. Pantomime games are one on a stage with all other actors, and it's like he's behind you, right? Drag queen story time, as we've seen from across the pond, and we have seen in the UK with the multicoloured monkey outfit with a bare bum and a huge dildo. If you want me to get it, I'll
What
bring
are
you
you
straight up.
talking about?
Oh, let
Have
me
you not
bring it
seen
up then.
that? Have you not
Let
seen
me
that?
bring it up then. You haven't seen that?
That
Let
was
me bring that one up
Somerset.
here.
Is this organised by the government?
No.
through
It was
libraries,
Reddit. It was
or is
Reddit.
this-
Was it
is
Reddit?
this
It was
some
Reddit.
extra
it was
fucking
Red
thing
Ridge.
that has
It was
nothing
Red Ridge
to do?
Library. Let me bring it up. So it's factual, right? So
I
we see
remember
what
this.
goes on in America. We see what goes on in America. This happened July last year, by the way. I checked.
I don't
Check what
know.
I
America's
remember
fucking
when this
batshit
happened.
crazy.
The mail
Okay, no, let me just get it up.
They allow
Let me just get it up. Let me just get it up. Let me just get it up. Let me just get it up then.
You support a guy who walks
Monkey
in
dildo
changing rooms.
dildo library. Let me get it up then. Library. Let me get it up. Library.
You support a guy who walks
Okay,
into
here it is. Here it is. Library apologizes for rainbow dildo butt monkey at kids' event. There we go. That's the one title. The next one. London Library apologizes for actor dressed in inappropriate costume at children's events. Actor in monkey costume with fake penis and bare butt.
Oh. What happens? I fuck it up.
Has he gone?
Did he fuck it up?
That's me. It is right there.
You fucked
But
up.
it sounds like
Using a
they've
roll
been
then.
punished in a
I'm
certain
here.
way. Like
I'm here. It's in the back chat. There it is. All right,
So
bring it up.
it sounds like
Bring it
they
up.
obviously went too far, and they've apologized for it. And the drag queen story
no,
times
no.
I've seen
Okay,
don't have
look,
any.
look, right, before you start past commenting, let me explain, because then I'll read the article first. So for the first 48 hours, the library were going, "Oh, big up the monkey. Yeah, we know he's a bit crazy, but he's a good laugh." It was a great time. And then all of a sudden, the backlash,
That's the
wait,
old one. That's the same one, man. You've done the same one
what,
twice.
the Toronto one? No, let me get it.
No, you've done the wrong one.
All right, let me do that. So then after 48 hours and the uproar started coming out, then shit started happening. There it is. Then shit started happening where they backed out and they deleted the tweets. They were all up for it up until fucking 48 hours. Then all the shit started in the fan about a fucking monkey.
That's the same photo.
Yes, it's in the UK. It's in the UK. Read past the title. It went worldwide. It didn't really go in Britain. Let me go and get. Look, let me go. What went on? Fucking idiot. You see it now? Read it. Read the huge dildo and the bare bum.
Where is it?
So yeah, they've had to apologize because they went too far, and the
They
drag
didn't
queen
say
story
that.
times
They
don't
didn't
allow
say
that.
that. They
Like,
didn't say that.
But this guy isn't a drag queen. He's a fucking monkey.
Yes.
So what are you
This is
talking
what-
about? He's not a drag queen. But
Right,
he's not
they
a
had-
drag queen.
Okay, they had got the kids in. They had got these people in for the kids. All right?
But he's
They've
not a
got-
drag queen, though, is he?
It doesn't matter whether he's a drag queen. It's
Because
paid
that's
by
what we're
public
talking about.
purse.
We're talking about drag queens. We're not talking
But
about.
we're talking about the degeneracy that
It's got a
is
monkey.
forced on our kids.
It's a monkey with a cock. With
Yeah,
a
it's inappropriate. It's wrong. This
Bring it
guy
up.
is not
Bring
a
it
drag
up.
queen.
Bring it up.
I'm looking at the picture. He's not a drag queen.
Yes, it doesn't matter. He's employed by
It doesn't
public
matter. We're
purse.
talking about drag queens, and you're talking
No,
about.
we're not. We're talking about
mad children
degeneracy.
entertainers.
We're talking about degeneracy for our kids. We're talking about being
Obviously,
being
this is
pushed on
wrong.
them.
Obviously, that's wrong.
Yeah, just slightly, eh?
He's not a
A
drag
fucking
queen,
big
though, is he?
dildo.
He's
It's a
not a
big
drag
dildo.
queen. He's not a drag queen, though, is he?
Okay, Jim. Jim, can you bring the? Oh, I've got the tweets. No, I haven't got them actually.
No,
Yes, I have got
said
the
I'm
tweets.
going at half an hour, so like.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Let me get ADHD's tweets up. Let me get ADHD's tweets up. Should we get ADHD's tweets up? Let's get ADHD's tweets up. Let's get her tweets up. Yeah. Let's see what we got to say about the tweets.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, this-
No, we've gone through these
List
tweets.
Yeah?
I'm going to answer this one question by Chris, and then I'm going.
Yeah, you don't want these tweets, do you? You don't want these tweets.
We've
Here it
been
is,
through
here it
these
is.
time-based Welshmen.
No, ADHD's tweets. We haven't been through ADHD's tweets.
Chris, what you
No,
say?
Right.
Lister, let him get the tweet. Say if there was a.
It's there now.
There was a
Bring it up,
story
Jim.
time, yeah. I would read. Say for instance, me, Tommy Robinson, Mark Collette. It doesn't matter, yeah. One of us, yeah, or Active Patriot, or the guys on stream was right now was reading the same storybooks that the drag queens have been reading the children. Would you be there to protest it if it was the same storybook, but it was us, yeah?
No, no.
Would you protest it?
No. If you were no.
It's funny that though, Chris. We don't get other people wanting to read stories for kids.
I've got another drag queen.
This one's from Cardiff. This one's from Cardiff. Wait there.
Ideology like Mark Collette does online when he's targeting kids, other people's kids without their parental consent.
Okay. Lister. This is the person ADHD who set up the Drag Time Story tour, which went across the UK. Actually, from Cardiff, and this is some of his tweets. Can you make that a bit bigger for us, Jim, and sort of blow that picture up a bit?
How do I do that then?
Well, just make the screen bigger or zoom in or do something. I don't know. So the bottom left one there. Well, press the bottom left one. Just press on the bottom left photo. See if it brings up. See if it comes up.
So
there we go.
This one.
Yeah, this one here. So bring that one up. So can you explain this one for me, please? Lister, what do you mean to say for you? Gay clubs are a what? Wild.
Gay clubs are wild because you can run into both of these guys and then find out they're both 23 years old.
So what do you think about that then? That's ADHD's personal account.
Have you
What do
ever
you think
been
about
to
that,
a
mate?
gay? Have you ever
Ada
been to a
was
gay
here.
bar?
Ada was here. Listen, this is the fucked up thing now. This cunt here has got no makeup on, nothing, right?
Yeah,
And
let's let
hang on,
Mr.
hang on,
talk.
hang on. And he's got that right now. This geezer's name's Sebastian Samuels, yeah, and he's got a stage name that he performs for fucking children for, yeah. And he's got a geezer's ass here, right? And he's writing Ada was here. So why, if he's not fucking thinking about weird shit, is he putting his stage name that he performs for children for on the arse and the bare arse of another man?
Hold on. So, kids.
To what?
Kids find
Hold on to what?
bums funny.
Hold
There's
on.
nothing
Are you
sexual
fucking
about.
retarded? That's nothing to do with children. This photo is not aimed. Well, you think this is getting shown to children? You think this is marketing? You think
Well,
this
is
how
he
it
not
gets-
allowed a
If
fucking
it
private
were-
life then? Is he
Yeah,
not allowed
but
a
he's
private
not allowed
life?
to pretend. He's not allowed to pretend that he's being his stage name that he performs for fucking kids for when he's fucking intruding the arse of other men, mate. That's
that's-
simple. That's
So
a very
what are you
simple.
talking about?
Oh,
There's
right, I'll
nothing
explain it to you
sexual
very
about
simple
this
for the
photo.
last time.
There's
For the last
literally
time, right?
nothing sexual about that photo.
There's nothing.
No, let's get the other ones. Let's get the other ones.
No, I'm going to explain it to him, right? So this
Oh,
gentleman
God.
here, I'm going to be cool, calm, and collected, right? I've had the prayer. Listen, right? So Sebastian Samuels here has got a name, a stage name that he performs for children for, right? Yeah, that is Ada. That is Ada HD. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has written on the bare ass of another man. Yeah. Ada was here. Now he hasn't written Sab was here. He hasn't written Samuels was here. He has written that his performance name for performing for children was
So
there.
what?
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you mean?
So
So
what?
what? What do you mean? So what?
So have you ever watched a kids film where they fucking show bums?
It's a character. No. This is not. What, are you trying to suggest that this is for this pictures for children?
Well, if it's not for children, then what's the fucking problem?
Because it is his stage name for what he performs for children.
So what? Are children going to see this?
No, not so what. It's not so what. No, because it's pathological. You fucking idiot.
What do you mean it's pathological?
What do you
He's
mean?
just having fun. Have you ever had fun?
No.
Have you ever had fun
Are
without
you
having
fucking
sex?
retarded? Have I ever written on another man's ass? No.
What?
Have I ever alluded to intruding another man's ass? No. Have I ever alluded to wanting to fuck children? No.
What is that? What is that got to do with fucking children? Are you mad?
No, we're going back to this one. Look, gay clubs are really wild because you can run into both of these guys and find out they're 23 years old. Both 23.
Can you explain that? Can you explain that for me, please,
Have you
Mr.
been
Of course
Without
he
interrupting?
fucking can't. Of course he
Have
can't.
you been into a gay club?
State of him. Yes,
Have
I
any
have.
of you-
Mate. I've been to the dirtiest gay club in fucking what's it called, Bletchley, mate, near Milton Keynes. It's called fucking Saint Weird, and it's proper weird. And I went there for my birthday one year with about 5 other lads and that. And yeah, what about it?
And what did you think about the other people in there?
Well, we weren't allowed in, was we? So what about it?
You've not actually been in, because I know, and in fact, it's not just gay people, but I
So
know
can we
people.
can we
who-
talk about this tweet? Can we talk about
I
this
know
tweet,
someone
please?
who is a literal theatre director, and
Yeah, let's
she
not move
looks
away.
about 12 years old, and she's 23.
Right, can we go on to that tweet and just
So
explain
at
that
the end
tweet
of the
to me,
day,
please?
not all people
That's a personal
who look
account.
like
That's a personal
children
account.
are
That's a
good.
personal account that is saying a 12-year-old
Appears to
boy
be a
is
deviant and
based.
some sort of
Yeah,
political
Roshi,
activist. One sec. What incentivizes people like this? Well, quite obviously
Where are the
politics.
Where's the kids? It's time to end the reign of Bojo. We've got to get on our Pembush Eagle.
Where's the fucking kid here? Appears to be
Hang
a
on,
deviant.
hang on.
Because like,
God.
So is this the drag
Right.
queen story time that
This
you
is
were?
the one that I went to Gate Crash. Why do you
Is that a
think
child?
Why do you
Is
think
that a
I
child?
went somewhere and filmed undercover, mate?
So,
this
is
is
this-
what I went to report on. This should
okay.
not be happening. This should not be happening in a functioning
Degenerate.
democratic
Okay,
society.
I
mate.
wouldn't. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't take my kids to this. However, this one's done in a pub where
This is
people.
England, bro. This is fucking England. This has gone too far. Do you not
In a
understand?
pub.
This ain't
Well,
some
yeah.
backward fucking country, bro. This should not be going on, mate.
Dude, I wouldn't take my kids to this, but that's because it's my
shouldn't-
freedom
The
not
state
to.
shouldn't be allowing it. They should be shutting it down, mate.
If other parents want to take their fucking
No, liberalism
kids
is
to this,
liberalism
then-
is the fucking is the fool.
Cancer. It's cancer.
Cancer is cancer. It's cancer.
I mean,
mate.
I don't think someone says in the chat that I think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. I wouldn't take my kids to this. However, I believe in freedom, and if someone else wants to take their kids to that, then they can. But for me, that goes too far. Even though she's not like doing anything sexual, she just
you're
pulled up.
right. So hang on,
Hold
let
on,
me understand
listen.
this.
Oh,
Listen. She pulled up the skirt so she could do the splits.
Yeah,
It
you
wasn't
see that,
anything-
didn't you? You did
it
see
wasn't
that. You did
anything
see that.
sexual.
You see that it wasn't anything sexual. He's putting the arse on display. You fucking cretin. What do you mean it
She's
wasn't?
now,
anything
but she's now
sexual?
doing the splits, right? And she, if
Look-
she
look at
doesn't
that-
do the
See,
splits,
it's a fucking man. It's got
Look
a
at the-
cock, bruv.
Yeah, look at that victim. Look at that poor victim behind. Look at that poor victim. The little girl looks horrified. The little girl looks horrified.
This is what I mean. You're making me lose track. You're making me lose track, yeah? So let me
doesn't look
understand.
horrified
Let me
at all.
understand. Let me understand,
does.
right? Hang on, right? So
You're
you're
back
saying,
against the wall.
You're saying it's not for you, yeah? But if someone else wants to subject their child to this, then that's on them, yeah?
so you don't believe in freedom then?
Hang on, bro. Hang on. No, because we could talk about forced vaccinations on people and all sorts of shit. Like if you want to talk about believing in freedom and that, yeah.
Oh.
So if you want to go down them roads and talk about this and that and that all the time, bro, we're not talking about that. We're talking about what way your fucking moral compass swings, brother. That's what we're on about.
So I'm
Yeah.
saying I wouldn't take my kids to this, but
No,
there's
no,
nothing
no, no,
sexual
no, no,
about
yes.
it.
Right.
He's doing the splits,
Right.
and
You don't need
like
to say that. You
it's
don't need
in
to
a
say
pub.
that.
In a pub, it's not in a library, so there's no government funding here. This is parents' own freedom to bring up their
let-
kids however they want.
Right,
Like
right.
I
Do you
don't,
think,
like
do you think the
Hang on.
public purse? Do you think the public purse should be paying for this degenerate?
No, they're not. They're not. They're not. Welshie, they're not. They're not. Listen.
Public libraries. Public libraries. It is public libraries.
No, yeah, this is not the one. This is not the one. You know he's pedantic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, right. So is it right for toddlers 2 years old? I see a lady in there breastfeeding. There was fucking bubbies in there. Yeah, let me tell you. Right. Is it right for toddlers 2 stumbling around 3, 4 years old, running around a fucking pub where there's glasses about, where there's middle class tarts with flutes and drinking martinis, yeah, and geezers drinking pints and kids crashing over tables? Now, if a kid crashes over, and this is gospel, I've got someone that was with me. I've got the Mr. Tiger. He was there, and he knows the truth as well. Yeah, there's a kid run into the table, and the fucking it went over, and all the glasses went over, and that. Yeah, I said, fuck me, that's dangerous, and that, right? And is it an environment that's fucking fit for purpose? Like, listen, you go to a soft play area, brother, yeah, and they got everything wrapped up in fucking zip ties and fucking foam and that, bro, because these little kids run around and they bash into shit, yeah, right? Is it a fucking fitting appropriate? Because I know you don't want to talk about the libraries, by the way, yeah. So we're talking about the pub that it's actually in. Is that a fitting? Is that appropriate, age appropriate environment for them kids to be subject to such fucking degeneracy?
So, do you know when someone gets married and then they go to the pub afterwards to celebrate
You
it?
fucking
What do you,
idiot. That's a
what are you
code of
supposed to do? Leave your fucking
All
kids at
you've
home?
got- all you sat here, I've interacted with you, say, about 40 minutes in 2 hours. So every other cunt's had a weigh in and that, yeah? So I've spoke to you for about 40 minutes, yeah? All you can come with is fucking logical fallacies, Lister. You're a
No,
waste
it's not
of-
logical
you're a
fallacies.
That's what he
waste-
does.
Talking about the
you're a
safety of a
waste-
fucking
you're a waste
pub.
of fucking- You're a waste of energy. You're a waste of space.
Disingenuous.
You're a waste of fucking
You're
fresh
talking about
air,
the
mate.
safety of a pub.
No,
they're safe for
all you can
kids
do,
for
all you can do
weddings.
is talk shit about people. That's all that you've got.
That's
you can
all
do
you
is-
guys
No.
do.
All
All you guys do is
It's not
talk
you
shit
guys.
about-
Not you guys. You called me out. You made a video about me. You were trying
Yeah.
to insinuate. Yeah, right. So I'm telling you now, you've got nothing, brother. You bring nothing to the fucking table. You've got nothing about you. There's 10 a penny. You're a cunt, mate, basically.
Right then.
And
Bye-bye.
on that note, boys, on that
Oi,
note,
oi, stay,
yeah.
stay.
Oh, he's
Don't
gone.
fucking go,
He's gone.
bro.
I was gonna end the fucking thing anyway, boys. To be honest with you.
Has he gone? Has he gone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gone, man.
he
Fuck him,
sensed
bro.
it.
Oh man, nah, it's weak. It's weak behaviour. At the end of the day, you can point it on so many aspects, though, Jim. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, do you want to go through like okay, if this is allowed, yeah, it's the taxpayer. All right, well, like obviously it's degenerate in many ways, but the taxpayers' money is being wasted on this, yeah. When our own people are fucking struggling in the streets, yeah, our children are struggling in schools,
of course,
yeah. So you can point to
but
even like
it's not even about children struggling in schools, bruv. The way they've got it mapped out, the framework they've got, they're gonna lock the schools down. They're gonna be doing 3 days a week, and the rest of it's gonna be taught from home on the internet and that, bruv. They're proper fucking everything. These children that are growing up now are gonna be fucking mortified. They're gonna be shells of human beings, and they're not gonna be nothing like normal fucking people. And they intend to roll that out, and that to be just a new normal, bruv. We know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's right. It's right, and then people speaking about it, like myself as well. Like everyone's been arrested as well, man. Like for speaking against this, it's absolutely fucking deranged, man. It's worrying times, man. It's worrying times.
The thing is,
it's
like anything, though. It's like anything. If you want to go against the narrative, I learned this with the COVID shit. If you want to go against the narrative, you better fucking box clever. If you want your shit to stay up and that, you better use the right fucking words and that. And I thought, that's basically what it all comes down to.
I even think if you're using the right words, man, do you know what I mean? I'm very careful of not saying like slander them as paedophiles. You know what I mean? I know some people have, but
why haven't you? Why? Hang on, just to fucking drop, like, just to fucking dox you a bit. Like, why ain't you got a computer at the minute?
Yeah, because I've been arrested. I've had my devices taken off, man.
Yeah, but for what reason? For what reason?
Because the drag queen in which also like, I'll call out. I don't mind. Like, if I go to prison, I don't care, man. I'm going for prison for the right reason.
But what for? What did they nick you for? What did they actually nick you for?
So there was this drag queen in Norwich, Norfolk, should we say? Actually, Aunt Tanya. The previous name was Titty Trash. Yeah. So Titty Trash. Yeah. Why should a person be called Titty Trash be teaching children anything? Yeah. So obviously I protested against this, and then when we got one shut down in North Walsham, I celebrated by saying the words, "We prevented the grooming of our children," and I was arrested for that. I was arrested also on video saying they're even trying to normalise paedophilia by coming up with a new term, calling it MAPS, minor attractive persons. So that's me applying that drag queen's a paedophile. It's so bollocks, man.
Right, one sec now, because just to give everyone perspective in that, right? If I hadn't been involved with the Freedom Lot and I hadn't seen what I'd seen in Westminster Magistrates Court, I would have found that wild. Yeah. What do you think about that story? What they nicked him for and that?
Oh, it's a joke, huh? You've got to be super careful because like I say, you're going against the narrative, aren't you? But I mean, anyone can see what's going on. It's degeneracy, and I mean, I've heard. I mean, when we were protesting in Cardiff, and I've seen many protests around the country. You know, they're calling fascists, and we're calling groomers. You know.
So the fact that he's been nicked for something that everyone's doing, that's weird, isn't it?
So you can't call. Did you actually call a specific person a pedo or a groomer or anything?
No,
Chris,
I mean, obviously, I was very switched on to say they were not pedophiles because I thought that was. I mean, obviously, I got no evidence of that as well, so I didn't want to leave myself open for that kind of reason. So, obviously, we shut down Auntie Tanya at North Walsham, and obviously went ahead at Norwich, and I celebrated. Yes, we are glad to announce that we celebrated the grooming. We prevented the grooming of our children, so I got picked up for that. There was a parent that had a go at me as well and said, "Oh, well, what did you do after? Did you read to the children?" And I said, "Mate, you need your devices checking, so maybe that was wrong of me, but I still think this is just little words on the internet, man. Why should I be under surveillance and have my home raided because of this? It's absolute fucking nonsense, man. Like, I'm not against the Muslim community, but I'm going to use it as an example for this for the purpose of this conversation, you know, when they had that movie coming out at the cinemas, they went to the cinemas and like, we're going to do X, Y, Z. And I'm talking about literally Fed posting. They're going to do X, Y, Z as if they're going to cause trouble if this movie goes out. And they get away with it. You know, there's been so many people calling for violence. And as soon as it's us, and we're not even calling for violence, we get our houses raided and we get arrested for many hours in the cell. So, yeah, a bit disappointed right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means though. I don't know if they're trying to set precedent, like, or because I can't see it running there. Because how did they stitch you up? They said that he felt like, well, how did it go? Say it.
Okay,
Say
so basically the drag queen Auntie Tanya actually wrote a reporting and complained about me. Seen the video. Obviously, I've done a vlog in North Walsham, and he says, or maybe she says, should we say, fears for his life or she's life. Can't go out the house anymore. Has to have extra security, and yeah, so. Yeah, it's so wrong. You know, I've never called for violence against anyone in life. You know, I'm just here to protect our children, our people. You know, and it's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's
yeah, I mean, it's been going on up and down the country. I mean, the chanting of groomers, fascists on either side, and many other things like pedos and stuff. It's been shouted. Like, you know, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me though, eh?
Yeah, it is mental though, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
It is mental. Is this the new normal though? Is this what they're gonna do? They're just gonna start fucking.
Well, I've had a helicopter outside my fucking property for the last half hour.
They're on
literally,
you, mate. They're coming through the door. I shouldn't joke. Sorry, touch wood. I'm joking.
Yeah,
right.
fucking.
Anyway, I'm
yeah. Do you want to play that tweet? That funny tweet at the end.
What? Go on, we'll do that. Just to on a light-hearted note.
Yeah, it's like I think a few people will appreciate it.
Right. Yeah.
So read the title if you could of the tweet. So gives people make it big issue.
That's the wrong one.
Sorry, Chip, could I just answer? Like Reese Snow in the chat, he said we celebrate the grooming of our children, and then corrected himself. Like I don't agree. If I said that, I'm sorry, bro. I don't agree with celebrating the grooming of our children whatsoever. So if I did say that, that's a mistake.
Where's the fucking tweet? 141. That's the tweet, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Share screen. Face Welshman Poundland. Yeah.
Is that you, Jim?
This don't get old, you funny cunt.
It's Lister. If you read the title, it's good. I don't use Dr. on his channel. Fuck his channel off.
Yeah.
It's Lister after a long weekend bashing the fash. Bashing he's on his way home. Make it bigger, man. The music's quality as well.
Did you not hear it? Could you not hear it?
No, we can't hear the music.
Can you? Can't hear the music. Oh,
no.
Hang on, let me do it again. Hang on. You
Look,
got to click on it. You got to click on it with fucking do the thing, ain't you?
Lost it now completely.
Share system. Yes, I know. Share system.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do it again, boys.
It's a long weekend of bashing the fash. Listen back to his squats. Honestly, I think the tweet says set sail. I think the tweet says set sail.
Sets course.
He's a captain, isn't he?
We had him on board tonight anyway, and we ripped him one anyway. So fuck him.
Yeah.
Listen, thanks for everyone tuning in. Thanks for everyone that come on board anyway. It's been emotional, yo. See you next time.
Yeah, guys.
Sweet.